A journey begins with one small step. It doesn't matter how hard you hit, whether you win or lose. What matters is that you have a common goal. And to reach that goal, it takes a band of brothers acting as one. Every week we come together to witness these gladiators of the gridiron pour their heart and soul onto the field. This is CEFCU's Friday Night Rivals, presented by News Channel 20.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson. We're in Maroa tonight, where the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans will host the Williamsville Bullets in a big Sangamo Conference matchup. Both teams enter this game with 2-0 records. Both teams playing with a lot of emotions on their side, not only on the teams, but for their communities as well. Earlier this week, David Root, the longtime superintendent for Williamsville, passed away after a long illness. And also earlier this week, Josh Justice, the head coach at Maroa-Forsyth's father, passed away. So both teams with a lot of emotions on the line tonight, in addition to this being a regular big game, Adam.
Yeah, this week was a great week, showing that football isn't everything. There's a lot going on, and it's just a small aspect of life. But it's also a welcome distraction for both communities. I believe they're both going to come out here in full force tonight, really get behind their teams and really show their community pride and what is a lot of heavy hearts in the stands tonight.
Both teams are ranked in their respective state polls. What do you see as the keys to tonight's game, Adam?
First up for Williamsville, it's going to be depth and tempo. Towards the end of last week against Auburn, you can see what their tempo and their depth can really do to a good team. They have the luxury of not having a lot of guys play both ways, offense and defense, which could be a very big factor in tonight because it's going to be another fast-paced game. If Maroa does not keep up and play their own game, then it could be a long night for the Trojans. My key player is Jace Franklin. I didn't pick him last week. He let me know I made a mistake. He, as we saw last week and in week one, he is a great running back. He keys the Williamsville offense. Maroa must contain him tonight or it's going to be a long night. For Maroa, they are the new kids on the block. They're a first-year member of the Sangamo. They've kind of had big wins in week one and week two, only giving up 16 points. But this is a different Williamsville team. They must have that kind of attitude still going in that they can win this game. Their key player is Tyler Ray. He's their quarterback. He holds the key to this offense. Coming off a big knee injury from last year, so he really needs to get back to being that explosive player. If he can orchestrate some big drives, we can see a Trojans victory here tonight.
Should be a real good matchup, good game tonight, and the weather could be a factor. Obviously, we'll keep you posted as the game progresses. Right now, we're going to turn it over to Brendan Cullerton, who has our all-synthetic group, Midwest Field Conditions. Brendan?
Adam, we are expecting some showers throughout this game, and that's per Channel 20 meteorologist Thomas Patrick. He tells me nothing too major that would cause delays, but over time, the field could get pretty wet here, but it is a turf field, one of the few in our area, and I talked to the athletic director. He says that changes things. It has a great drainage system, and so you'll see a lot less slipping and sliding on a wet field for turf than you would on the grass. And finally, very slight chance of lightning, but we're really not expecting it. And that is your pregame field condition report.
And we'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a few minutes. Stay with us, everybody. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Maroa, CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wapple along with Adam Anderson. We are just about set for opening kickoff here in Maroa, where the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans will host the Williamsville Bullets. Both teams looking for win number 3 on the season. Should be a good matchup. In just a few moments ago, Adam, they observed 2 moments of silence, one for David Root, who passed away earlier this week, the longtime Williamsville superintendent, and one for Josh Justice's father, Dennis Justice, who passed away earlier this week. Big supporter, big friend of Maroa-Forsyth and Maroa-Forsyth Athletics. So some heavy hearts tonight. We talked about that in the pregame on CW and on ABC News Channel 20. They talked about it as well. But the game must go on. It will go on, and both teams playing for a lot tonight.
Yeah, it is a welcome distraction for both communities. This game didn't need it's going to be a big game regardless. This is going to definitely amp up both teams to want to play well for themselves and for the people that were lost and for their communities too. That's something that people can get behind and really remember. And that just shows, I know Coach Joseph and Coach Coons are really going to have their kids ready to go tonight.
All right, and the Trojans will kick off. We are set and we are underway. Fielded about the 18-yard line for the Bullets. Across the field now, turns around, goes the other way, and is thrown down at about the 19-yard line is Joseph Mitchell.
Yeah, Joe Mitchell there. Not really a good idea to try to turn around and go back the other way against this Maroa defense. What we've talked about is you're going to see a lot of speed on both sides of the ball tonight. Maroa doesn't maybe have the biggest kids, but they have some of the fastest that you're going to see in the Sangamo.
All right, let's take a look at your SEFCU starting lineups. On offense for the Williamsville Bullets, we saw them last week on Friday Night Rivals. They defeated Auburn by touchdown. There's the handoff to Franklin. We'll see a lot of him tonight. Carries the ball.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this Trojan defense does to slow down Jace Franklin. He's obviously the player that you don't want him to beat you himself. But Justice Ferrier had a big game. A lot of big name receivers can bring down and change the game as well.
Ferrier back to throw, complete. Good for the first down, out to about the 35-yard line for the Bullets is Kenton Basket. And here's a look at our Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, the SEFCU starting lineup on defense.
You folks at home team really focus on this linebacking core right here. They have a lot of speed. They're multiple-year players and can really change the game.
And there's Joseph Mitchell for the Bullets, and I want to thank Casey's General Store, one of our first down sponsors all season long, as the Bullets picked up the first down on the prior play.
Just a simple screen pass. Nobody picked up DeAndre Gregory. He's a quick one. He got back there and didn't even let that play get started.
2nd and 11. There's the handoff to Franklin, and the Trojans read it well.
Yeah, a lot of black jerseys swarming the football right there. The speed could play a factor. Williamsville will probably look to wear them down. Wore down Auburn a lot last week with just this kind of tempo and how they're able to run their offense.
And a flag before the ball is snapped.
It looks like Brian Hollum just got a little too excited here on this 3rd down.
And I want to let you know, we've been talking about the weather. It's been talked about all week leading up to the game, and pretty nice right now. There's the snap. Ferrier is going to keep it himself. Still on his feet, out to the 45-yard line, and I think that is good for
I think
Casey's General Store first down.
Great job by Justice Ferrier to bring it down, kind of hid behind his lineman right there and bought himself a few more moments to really stretch and get that first down. Great job by the Bullets.
First down, Ferrier with the handoff to Franklin. Comes near side. Got some speed down the sidelines. Better catch him. He stayed in bounds. He's going to go. He's to the 5, to the touchdown. Jace Franklin from 55 yards for the Bullets. And just like that, Williamsville gets on the board.
He's a special player, folks. We've talked about it ad nauseum last week, the pregame tonight. He is a special, special player. You know, this Trojan defense has gone man on the outside, so they're really taking a lot of chances that if Jace clears those linebackers in that second level of defense, he's going to be gone.
We'd like to thank Young Security, our touchdown sponsor of the season. For every touchdown, Young Security will donate $50 to a local charity. This week's charity is the St. Martin de Porres Center in Springfield. So thanks to Young Security, and the extra point is up, and it is good. 7-0. Williamsville takes the early lead on its opening possession.
Yep. Coach Joseph, I'm sure, was not happy about that. The one guy you don't want to let outside got outside. So I'm sure they're going to make a few adjustments, come out. But here's where Maroa's another strength for them is on offense. So
you see the Bullets sidelines. Got to like that. You're on the road early on, your first possession. You strike early, you strike on the ground.
You know, they came out last week against Auburn, scored first, kind of set the tempo there for the first quarter, let's see how the Trojans respond here on their first drive. And I hope you folks at home can really see how beautiful this field is. You're not going to see very many small schools like this. The weather, as we just mentioned, is held off. A turf field is, always going to really hold up. But just the facilities here and the atmosphere, too. It feels like a playoff game. Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. And we talked about that a little earlier. It does. Even though it's week 3, it feels like a playoff game. And, it's a big test for Maroa-Forsyth. They had 2 blowouts the first 2 games of the season. So we'll see how, like you said, see how they respond.
Yeah, I don't think they've actually been down in any game. So this is unfamiliar territory for them this year.
Adam Clark with the kickoff and onside kick.
Whoa!
Fumble and recovered by Williamsville. So the onside kick works. Recovered at the 42 is the Williamsville Bullets, and Cody Bradley, the 6', 165-pound junior, with the recovery. Adam?
Hey, I'm not surprised often. I was shocked right there. Great job by the Bullets to play that like a normal kickoff. Caught Maroa off guard, and now they're humming along. And this is big. The Trojans need to slow down this momentum, or this game could be heading the wrong direction.
1st and 10 from the Maroa-Forsyth 44. Justice Ferrier and the Bullets fakes the pass, going to go deep. He's got a man wide open down the sidelines, and did he hang on? He did not. Could not hang on to it. So the intended receiver there was Kenton Baskett. Couldn't quite hang on to it.
I think the wind kind of made the ball drift a little bit up there in the air, and he could not get a handle on it. Maroa-Forsyth defender actually fell down, so it was Baskett in the end zone were the only thing stopping him.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for Williamsville. So the Bullets going for the jugular early. The fake, keep. Ferrier
He's got
some room on the right side, down to the 30, the 25, and out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. So that is a Casey's General Store first down. They will move the chains for the Bullets.
I talked about it on Jace Franklin's touchdown run. Maroa is in what seems to be a man-to-man defense. So once these receivers can block their guys and you get past those linebackers, there's nobody else out there stopping them.
Jace Franklin with the ball. Oh, he is hit hard a couple of times, breaks a couple more tackles. Flag on the play, down to about the 16, but let's see what the flags are all about.
I think we're going to get a hold by the Williamsville offensive line.
So
it looks like it is a hold on the Bullet lineman. Got a little too anxious on that sweep there.
Yep. So all right, 1st and 25 from the 38 for the Bullets. We're in Trojan territory. Ferrier back to throw. Looking, overthrows his man. Intended receiver was Joseph Mitchell.
Yeah, had him open. I think this wind is starting to play a little bit with the Justice Ferrier and how he's judging how to throw these footballs. It's kind of changing directions on him. Hopefully he gets this figured out. He's got some open guys down the field.
So the Bullets mixing it up. You see the flag blowing. Pretty good breeze blowing here in Maroa tonight. 2nd and 25. Ferrier going to keep it himself. Up the middle. Takes a couple of tacklers with him. He's down to about the 33-yard line.
Just hiding in there, playing a little hide and seek from the Maroa defense. It just looks like a bunch of white jerseys. You're not sure who to tackle. Good job by Justice Ferrier to read his lineman right there.
7-0. In case you just joined us, Jace Franklin with a 55-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, and the Bullets are ready to strike again. And there's the handoff. No, Ferrier keeps it, and he is thrown for a loss back to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, never really had an opening there. Great job by Maroa to really kind of anticipate where that was going to go. Now this is it's 4th and a mile. You are on your side of the 50, but I think you almost have to play the field position game and punt it right here.
And Ferrier back in punt formation at the 45. He does punt. Takes a Maroa-Forsyth bounce and down at about the 11 by Jace Franklin. And that's where the Trojans will take over on offense.
No pun intended, but they did dodge a bullet right there after that onside kick. Had a guy wide open and just didn't materialize on that bullet drive. Penalties are going to kill anything.
All right, let's go to the sidelines, down to Brendan Cullerton. Brendan, what do you have for us?
Guys, I'm here with CEFCU's Colleen Baker. One program you guys are a part of, we're happy to be a part of, is the Scholarship Athlete Program. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, basically each game there are 2 athletes, one from each team that are chosen, usually by either their teachers or their coach, to be a scholar athlete, which qualifies them to be nominated for a $5,000 scholarship. CEFCU is really excited to be a part of that. Education is extremely important, and it's just really exciting to see the look on the boys' faces when we present them with that plaque.
And, speaking of seeing the look on their faces, you are excited to be part of some other community efforts here. How else does CEFCU involved?
Yes, we actually just had a campaign for the United Way, raised over $150,000, so we're very excited about that. That's huge.
Who's winning this game? You're your expert analysis.
Oh, geez, I have no idea. They both look really good. I think it's going to be a close game.
I agree, and let's hope so. I'll throw it back to you guys up in the booth.
Thank you, Brendan, very much. We appreciate that, and good point. Should be a good game, and we're off to a good start here in the first quarter in Maroa.
Yeah, big 3rd down here for the Trojans.
Tyler Ray back to throw. Had it and dropped it.
I think he was more worried about running before bringing the ball in, got a little ahead of himself.
Jackson Nelson, the intended receiver for the Trojans.
Yep, good rollout, had an open man, Tyler Ray fired a strike into his belly, but I just don't think he kind of looked in, had some pressure there coming in his face.
So it's 4th and 9, punt formation for Maroa-Forsyth.
Flag here.
Let's see what that's all about.
I think it's going to move back to Trojans. Not sure, either had too many or not enough guys on the false start.
All right. Still 4th down here for Maroa-Forsyth.
Not going to make this easy. Punting out of your own end zone is always a little nerve-wracking.
Goal line with the punt and gets a good roll for Maroa-Forsyth past midfield.
Yeah.
Heck of a roll. Still going. Down to about the 42-yard line. So that's where Williamsville will take over.
Yeah, good shot at Coach Joach, just giving his punter credit. Great job. He maybe knows where the good bounce spots are at here in Maroa, and that ball just kept going.
So 7:20 to go here in the first quarter. And we're going to take a short break. When we come back, you're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals presented by News Channel 20 live from Maroa. Stay with us. Welcome. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by News Channel 20. 3rd and 8. Justice Ferrier in trouble. Gets away from a couple of defenders. Going to throw. Looking, and good defensive play there by Maroa-Forsyth. DeAndre Gregory came up with the nice defense.
Yeah, and actually good defensive play by Joe Mitchell there to fight off the interception. Thought Justice Ferrier could have just pulled it down and maybe gotten close to picking up the first down. Kind of an ill-advised throw there to launch it downfield as Gregory had Mitchell pretty well covered.
So it'll be 4th and 8 from the 44. In case you just joined us, Williamsville scored on its opening drive. And the Bullets in punt formation. And a pretty good kick. Out of bounds inside the 20. So at about the 16-yard line, and that's where Maroa-Forsyth will take over. So we'll see if Tyler Ray can get the fans excited for Maroa-Forsyth and get them going. As you see some of the Bullet faithful enjoying the action. They made the trip over here from Williamsville. And I want to let you know that Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online, brought to you by Cass Cable. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. CW23TV.com. Fakes the handoff. Pass is complete. Good for a pickup of about 7. And Aaron Inda, the junior.
Yeah, what you have right there for Maroa is kind of a new age offense where the quarterback has an option of handing that football off or throwing a quick pass to his receiver, and he's really just going to take what the defense gives him. Great job by the Trojans there to take advantage of the open pass play.
2nd and 3. There's the pitch. Left side. Oh, good for a first down, and then some. Out to the 38-yard line is DeAndre Gregory. And, Adam, you talked about the junior. You want to see him play, and we're seeing him play here tonight.
I think he really had a breaking out, and Coach Joseph likes to throw a few guys back there in the backfield. I really think Gregory could be a standout player. I think as the season goes on, they're going to see what kind of special kid he is.
And that was good for a Casey's General Store first down, and Gregory with the carry again gets about 8 on the play.
Yeah, not easy to bring down, as we saw in the last play too. Has a lot of power in that 5'8", 165-pound frame.
First quarter action from Maroa. 7-0 Williamsville. Both teams looking for win number 3. And there's the handoff. Near side, breaks the tackle, but can't get by a host of other Williamsville defenders is Jackson Nelson, the 6', 175-pound senior.
A lot of white jerseys out there. Great job by Datavian Woodson to really slow that down at the start. I know Coach Coons and defensive coordinator Coach Patrick aren't going to be happy about the missed tackle, but I think he had a lot of friends coming to help him out.
Brings up 3rd, and let's call it 4. Oh, and a nice defensive play there. Thrown back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, not sure if there was maybe some miscommunication, but great job by the Bullet defensive line. Zeke Kern right there. Just nobody picked him up. You can't forget those linemen.
So 4th and 10. Cameron Boline back to punt for Maroa-Forsyth. High snap, gets it off, no pressure on him. Ball takes a Williamsville bounce, and the Bullets will take over at the 38-yard line. All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a minute. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20, live on CWTV23.com. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by News Channel 20. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, and Maroa calling the action tonight as the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans are tackling the Williamsville Bullets. Bullets with a 7-0 lead. They scored on their opening drive, and they have the ball again. There's the handoff to Jace Franklin, who's on his feet and brought down at about the 40-yard line, so pick up of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, he went a long way to get 4 yards there. TJ Aders really got to hold his block here on the outside. that's what kind of keyed the touchdown run for Franklin a few plays ago.
2nd and 6 from the 40. Farrier back to throw. Got his man at the 35, and I think he's good for a first down. It's going to be close.
Yes.
Let's see where they spot it.
They might actually
Maybe not.
come out and measure it. I think it's going to be close. I think he's going to be a little short from where the referee is standing. Nope.
All right.
Signal first down.
So that is a Casey's General Store first down, one of our sponsors all season long, Casey's General Store. Appreciate their support of Friday Night Rivals. So 1st and 10 from the 46. There's the handoff. Franklin shaking and baking. Coming this way. Not much. Let's go down to Brendan Cullerton, who has more on the sidelines. Brendan?
Guys, kind of a nightmarish start if you're that Trojan defense. I talked to all the coaching staff before the game. They're all keying on Justice Franklin, and on that very first possession, he takes it on more than a 50-yard run all the way to the house, so it looks like they're slowing him down a little more now. I talked to the Williamsville coaches who said if they throw the kitchen sink at Franklin, they're going to have to pass it. We haven't seen him do it yet. We'll see if they have to. All right, guys, back to you.
Thanks, Brendan. And Franklin again with the carry to about midfield, but he had to earn every yard there.
The Trojans are not making it easy on him. He's really taking some tough hits, but he's a big kid. You really have to bring the fight to him, or he'll rip off some big runs.
3rd down and 5. Farrier back to throw. Under pressure. Oh, gets away, and this second time he does not get away. And a big play by the Maroa-Forsyth defense there. Number 59, Luke Holback, the senior, with the big play.
Yeah, and Logan also picks up the football. Justice Farrier's got to get 2 hands on this. Just slips out of his hand as he's trying to catch his balance. Big momentum shift back towards Maroa.
So the turnover, and the Trojans have excellent field position at the Williamsville 40-yard line.
Penalties and turnovers are how big games are usually won. Hopefully both teams can kind of eliminate those, but it's a big change of momentum so far here for Maroa.
Tyler Ray, the senior quarterback. Shotgun formation. Back to throw. Looking right side. Oh, dropped, and a flag on the play. Aaron Enda, the intended receiver, dropped it, but like I said, there was a flag on the play with 2:11 to go in the first quarter.
Another Trojan receiver, I think, just got a little too excited before the football get there. You got to bring that ball in. You got to secure the catch before you're doing anything else. Got a hold
there. You see, you have the call.
You take a look at him. He kind of peaked a little bit early. Can't do that. Most important part is making sure you secure the football.
So 1st and 25 from the 45. 20. Looking to the sidelines is Tyler Ray to see what the call is, and he has it.
It's like a little bit of confusion.
Fakes the handoff, keeps it. Gain of a couple.
You know, both these teams like to work at a very, very fast pace, and like I talked about before the game, whoever's in the best condition and not worn down, I think in the second half is really going to help determine this ball game as well. Saw it last week with Auburn. I think they were a little tired. I think this Williamsville team wore them down.
Could be a factor indeed. We'll see how things play out. DeAndre Gregory is next to Tyler Ray. Fakes, now throws across the middle and complete to Jackson Nelson, the senior flat receiver, with the catch and a big pickup for Maroa-Forsyth.
Yep, making it a little bit easier of a 3rd down here. Kind of opens the playbook a little bit more, but great job by Nelson to go down and get that one.
Let's call it 3rd and 12 for the Trojans.
3rd and 12 from the 42.
Ray with the handoff to Gregory, who goes up the middle. Down to about the 37-yard line. Brings up 4th down.
Yeah, you're not going to see a punt here out of Coach Joseph. He's very confident in his offense. they're going to stay out here and try to pick up this 4th and 8.
There's the throw across the middle, complete, good for a first down, and he's still on his feet. Oh, and finally brought down inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line, and a big catch by the big man for Maroa-Forsyth.
Yeah, Logan Alsop, 6'2", 205. He's not easy to bring down, I think, as the Bullets just found out. Just a simple little pop pass, and you can't just throw a shoulder tackle into him. You really got to secure it and bring it down.
6'2", 205 pounds. So late in the first quarter, 24 seconds ago, 1st and goal for Maroa-Forsyth. Fake to Gregory. Oh, throws a bullet, incomplete. Intended receiver was Inda.
Yeah, Coach Joseph has got to talk to his receivers when they get back. They've dropped a few easy on-target passes here.
And, of course, Maroa-Forsyth is inside the Shields Red Zone. I want to thank Shields, one of our Red Zone sponsors this year. From Friday Night Lights to crisp weekend afternoons, here's the football. Shields, and to the players who make it great, good luck this season from Shields. And we have a timeout on the field, and it looks like, yes.
Yeah, Maroa took a timeout there. They sent out the punter, Cameron Boline. He's also a backup quarterback. He is a speedster. Played quarterback last year when Tyler Ray went down, so maybe they needed to talk about it a little bit more.
And I want to remind you, our regularly scheduled Friday night CW shows will air immediately following the game. Watch Masters of Illusion, followed by Penn and Teller. Fool Us. That's tonight after the game right here on CW 23. 7-0. So Maroa-Forsyth trying to tie things up late in the first quarter. Oh, there's a cute fan. Future cheerleader.
That's a very large bow she has.
All right, yes. Almost probably weighs more than she does. Is that a shot of the concession stand? Oh, boy. I'm hungry. All right. So far, so good with the weather.
Yeah.
Turning out to be a nice night.
And I think the wind has died down a little bit, too, as the sun's gone down, so that's going to play into both teams' strengths, too.
2nd and goal from the 8. DeAndre Gregory in the backfield. And there's the keeper for Maroa-Forsyth. So Cameron Boline took the snap.
Yeah. He came out before they called the timeout. Maybe they wanted to talk about it a little bit more. He's got some speed, so good job by Joseph to throw a little special package at Williamsville.
All right, so the Trojans threatening to score. That's who will pick it up. When we come back, you're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by News Channel 20, live from Maroa. Back in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wappel and Adam Anderson in Maroa, where the home team, the Trojans, will open the second quarter on 3rd down and goal from their own 3-yard line. So Tyler Ray is not at quarterback. Boline with it. And he's going to keep it. And he barrels away. And he is in for the touchdown. So the 3-yard run works.
Yeah, Cameron Boline, he's a change of pace. 5'9", 135. I think 5'9" is probably being generous too. But great job. He's a great little runner, and he kind of hit in there and got in the end zone.
And that is a Young Security touchdown and $50 donated to the St. Martin DePore Center in Springfield. So thank you very much to Young Security, and a nice touchdown run there on the keeper for Boline. Extra point attempt. Oh, and the fake. The fake, and he's going to keep it himself. So give him another point. That's 7, and we're tied at 7. Check that. So Boline, and a little trick action there for the Trojans.
Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe he wasn't ready for the snap or because he didn't really have any receivers, and this Bullet special teams has got to be ready for that. Happened to him last week, and they gave up a 2-point conversion, so now they're looking down 8-7.
Could be a big point in this, big factor in this game. Could be a big point in this game. No pun intended. But Maroa-Forsyth takes the lead 8-7 with 11:55 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, as we look back at the replay, I think Bowline was the only guy that was really knew it was a fake if it was a fake. So, but good job to sprint to the corner of the end zone and get in there.
And both of these schools have a lot of very rich tradition football. And check it out. There it is, the Chick-fil-A row of the game. Each person in that row gets chocolate chip cookies. Thanks to Chick-fil-A for sponsoring our row of the game. And there's some excited young fans indeed. And they're the cookies. And once again, we're shut out, Adam. But
yeah,
that's okay.
I know.
That's okay.
Looking at the row of the game every week makes me hungry.
Congratulations, and thanks to Chick-fil-A. And there's the kickoff. Out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
I think Williamsville was set up for maybe an onside kick, too. You never know. Coach Joseph does like to take chances, and I wouldn't be real big on trying to kick it deep to Jace Franklin or Tavian Woodson either.
So Bowline with the 3-yard TD run, 7 plays, 40 yards, took a minute and 42 is all. And, of course, he scored the 2-point conversion as well, and 8-7, Maroa-Forsyth. Wondered if we'd see a lot of offense in this game, and, of course, we still have almost 3 quarters to go, but 8-7 after one, and we thought these teams were pretty evenly matched, and so far so good.
Yeah, I think Maroa should actually feel pretty lucky to only be up now 8-7. The turnover kind of helped him out a little bit, but with the onside kick, and Williamsville did miss some open guys. Hopefully they get it fixed here in the second quarter. I'm sorry.
All right. And there's the handoff to carry to Franklin, who's crossed midfield. First down and inside Maroa-Forsyth territory to about the 47-yard line is Jace Franklin.
One guy's not going to bring Franklin down. He's a special player. Unbelievable run right there.
We'd like to thank Brandt Professional Agriculture. Brandt is one of our first down sponsors all season long here on Friday Night Rivals. So thank you very much to the fine folks at Brandt, and a nice run by Franklin.
It looks like a late flag came in. I'm not real sure where it came from.
And there you see the call, holding then. So it will not be a big pickup for Jace Franklin.
That's a killer right there. A big first down play. Now you're looking at first and only 15, so it must have been a spot foul somewhere down as Franklin was making his moves. But
so first down and 15. As you mentioned, from the 31. Franklin, right side, down the sidelines, still on his feet, cuts back in and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
When you have a player like Jace Franklin, you don't want to overwork him, but, man, it's very tempting to just keep giving him the ball and giving him the ball.
Second down. Oh, and somebody moved.
Those are frustrating penalties as a coach, especially for a defensive lineman. You're literally an arm's reach away from touching the football. Got to have your eyes on it so that doesn't happen. I know Coach Joseph is going to let his team know that's the second one they've had tonight. Really got to watch the football.
That's good for a first down. They move the chain, so Ferrier back to throw, looking across the middle, complete, down to the 38-yard line is T.J. Ader.
And just
split end.
Simple slant route. It's when you're playing man-to-man against an offense, it's guy on guy. Are you better than me on this play, or am I better than you? So great job by Ader to really get open right there.
Good for another Brandt first down, and Franklin once more, and doesn't get much there on the first down run.
Austin Walker right there slipped in. Great job to fight off the lineman on the backside and stop that play before Franklin could get going.
Second and 10. On the keeper, Ferrier. To about the 35.
Ferrier better be careful there at the end of that run. He tried to lunge forward with that football. Can't afford another turnover, especially in big games like this.
Bullets continue their no-huddle offense as Justice Ferrier looks to the sideline, awaiting the play. He has it. Jace Franklin, the lone back in the backfield. There's the handoff right side. Franklin has some room and out of bounds.
Yeah, the sideline was their friend right there. They strung him out just long enough to really cut him off and not give him anywhere to go. So big fourth down here for both teams.
So 4th and 2 from the 30 for Williamsville. We'll see what Coach Aaron Coons has dialed up for the Bullets.
Ferrier is their punter. You could see a quick kick.
He's going to throw, and he's got his man, and it is complete. Good for a first down, so that is good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down. Completion to TJ Ader again.
Just a simple 5-yard hitch route. So he's going to go 5 yards, turn around, look right back at the quarterback. Great job by Ferrier to even put that ball in the air before Ader was looking.
Fakes the pass, going to the end zone, looking, and a couple of the defender and the Williamsville receiver both with some tangled up a little bit there, and I hear a few boos from the Maroa-Forsyth sideline. You know, your stands, I should say.
Both teams could argue there. The Williamsville could say he's fighting for the ball, and he was. You're both entitled to that kind of space. So the feet get tangled up. I can see why Maroa would be upset too, but I believe it's a good no call by the referee right there.
Kenton Baskett was the intended receiver. Now Ferrier going to try it again, not quite as deep, and it is incomplete. The ball was bobbled and couldn't quite hang on to it. Was Baskett again, who was the intended receiver on that play as well.
One thing we did see on that last play, Justice Ferrier took, I think, a kind of a late hit. I'm surprised roughing the passer was not called. So it'll be interesting to see how the Bullet sideline reacted after. I think both sides were upset about two different parts of that last play.
3rd and 10 from the 25. Franklin with the carry, right side. Still on his feet, but brought down by a host of Trojans.
The Bullets do have the benefit of Adam Clark, who kicked a few field goals last week. That's something that could go into play here, but I really think, oh, nope, here comes the special teams.
Okay.
I sent it out before I looked bad because I was expecting them to go for it right here, Paul.
So it's 4th and 5. Ball is on the 20. And this will be a 37-yard attempt.
The wind is left to right if I'm the kicker, so maybe not really affect it.
There's a snap. Clark with a long kick. It is up, and it is good. So a 37-yard field goal puts the Bullets back on top, 10-8.
Yeah, great job by Adam Clark. That's a luxury not a lot of teams have around here. 37-yard field goal is big time in high school football.
I think that would have been good from even a longer distance.
Yeah, he had a lot of leg in that. And, again, the wind is pretty much died down. Not as bad as it was since the sun went down. And good job by the Bullets.
So 10-8, Williamsville regains the lead with 9:10 to go in the second quarter. On what so far is a nice night for high school football. And there's a great shot of the skyline right now here in Maroa.
It's beautiful out here. We're right off the road as you come into Maroa. It's a beautiful sight as you're pulling up to the school in the field. The facilities are amazing. Got a first-class scoreboard. You don't see a lot of video boards here in high school football.
This is a tremendous facility. No doubt about it.
So Maroa's got to be on their toes again. You never know if Williamsville's going to onside it or not.
So Adam Clark will kick off for the Bullets. And he kicks it deep and into the end zone and out of the end zone for the touchback. So Maroa-Forsyth offense will come back. And there you see the recap on the scoring drive, capped by the Adam Clark 37-yard field goal, 45 yards on that drive.
Yeah, kind of a more of a workman-like drive there for them, but they had good field position. And I'm interested to see if Maroa can string a long drive together. You know, they had the short field with the penalty, or with the turnover, so let's see what happens.
So first down from the 20 for Tyler Ray and company. Ray will throw, complete for the short pass. And nothing doing on that one.
Yeah, Cade Baskett kind of swallowed that one up before it got started. Baskett had a big week defending. Should have had probably about 3 or 4 interceptions last week. Went kind of in and out of his hands. He is one of the key defenders for the Bullet defense.
Loss of 1 on the play. So let's go down to Brendan Cullerton on the sidelines. Brendan?
Well, guys, I know you were looking at the Maroa coaches obviously upset at what they thought was offensive pass interference on the Williamsville receiver. I'll tell you, the cornerback got up right after that play feeling he got pushed from behind. That's the second time we've seen one of the Williamsville receivers have to break up an interception. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 1 or 2 picks from this Maroa defense if they keep throwing it up for grabs.
All right, thank you very much, Brendan. 3rd down and 6. Just over 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Fakes, now throws. Got a man, and he's got it complete to the 40, the 30, the 25, still his feet down to the 20. Inside the 20-yard line is number 12, Grant Weiss for Maroa-Forsyth with a nice reception.
Yeah, good job by Maroa. Just kind of faked a screen pass. Weiss just got behind the defender right there. It looked like Braden Cole just was staring in the backfield maybe a little too much, but when Gregory comes out on that motion, he's a guy you got to pay attention to.
So they mark him down at the 21-yard line after the big reception for Weiss. And down inside the 20, inside the Shields red zone is Maroa-Forsyth after Tyler Ray picks up a few on the keeper.
Yeah, a tough run right here. Didn't really have a whole lot going on, but he really fought for those 4 yards.
2nd down, fakes the handoff. Oh, and a good defensive play there by Datavian Woodson of Williamsville at the last second.
Yeah,
deflected it.
He's very quick. He's got that breakaway speed. Kind of read that one early. Second too long by Tyler Ray on getting that ball out there.
Brings up 3rd and 6 from the 17 of Williamsville. And there's Bowline back at quarterback. He's going to keep it, goes left side.
So that is an option play there by Maroa. Bowline can keep it. He could flip the ball out to Gregory right there. Gregory has to stay kind of in conjunction with him. Can't throw it forward or it's a forward pass.
So 4th and 1 from the 12. And Tyler Ray will go under center. And Gregory gets inside and he gets a first down. So that is a Brandt first down. And I want to let you know that Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online, brought to you by Cass Cable. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. And back to throw in the end zone and broken up at the last second by the Bullets. Threw it a little long. No flags on the play.
Yeah, kind of floated that one up there. Both guys were
Pretty
fighting.
high, yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Cole fought that one off.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Nothing's going to be easy
from the
here
9
tonight for either team.
So Tyler Ray fakes left. Is he going to keep it? No, he throws in the end zone, and it is complete and good for the touchdown. Jackson Nelson with the 9-yard TD reception, and that is good for a CEFCU, good for a Young Security touchdown, and another $50 donated to the St. Martin de Porres Center.
Yep.
Thanks to Young Security, and a nice play there.
Yeah, Nelson wasn't originally open, worked to find an open space, and made sure he stayed in Tyler Ray's vision. And great job by dumping that ball in there. With a lot of defenders around him. It was a tight pocket he threw it in.
So 14-10 now. Maroa-Forsyth over Williamsville. And let's see if they go for the extra point or the conversion. And they're going to go for 2. Tyler Ray rolling, throws, and caught by the Williamsville defense, so nothing doing there. Catch on the play, DJ Mumaw for Williamsville. So right now we're going to take a short break. When we come back, the Trojans have the lead 14-10 over the Williamsville Bullets. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wapple along with Adam Anderson here in Maroa. We've got a good one. 14-10, Maroa-Forsyth has just taken the lead against the Bullets with 6:26 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, Maroa tried a little short kick right there. Bullets kind of anticipated it might be coming. Both these coaches do like to take some chances, as we saw earlier with Williamsville.
Ball is on the 38-yard line, so pretty good field position for the Bullets. Justice Ferrier back at quarterback. Hand off to Franklin. Looks for some room. Not much, out to the 40, pickup of a couple.
Yeah, they've really done a better job of bottling him up after he broke off that big run. You really just got to focus on tackling him, too. You can be there and you can be waiting for him, but he's not easy to bring down.
Franklin, he gets loose. Look out. There's the fake. Ferrier on the keeper and a flag. Ball came loose maybe at the last minute. No, it didn't, but flag on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold there on Williamsville again. So that's going to mark them back. Penalties are killing the Bullets. They keep shooting themselves in the foot on early downs, and then that puts them in a bind moving forward.
10 yards. This will be 2nd and 18 from the 30. For the Bullets. Back to throw. Oh, almost picked off, but pass is complete at the 36-yard line. So Maroa-Forsyth went for the INT there, didn't get it.
Yeah, he made a good break on the ball. He's really kind of figured out. That's number 3, Hayden Mitchell, the sophomore. Made a good break on the ball, just did not get there in time. You got to trust your other guys to pick you up, too, because if you miss, that could be a big play.
Ferrier throws. Pass is complete. Caught. Out to the 45-yard line, and another flag on the play. The receiver is Kenton Basket with the catch.
I think this is going to come back again.
Lots of yellow tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't mean just in the stands.
Yeah, not on the uniforms. Been a lot of – sometimes it happens when you get two fast-paced teams, two good teams. You're trying to do all you can, but, yeah, just simple block in the back there by number 56, Ben Davis.
Illegal block in the back on the offense. That penalty is
Penalties declined, so brings up 3rd down. 4th down. Check.
Yeah, Coach Joseph knows that this Williamsville offense can make up that play in a hurry and more, just elects to decline it, and that'll send out the bullet punt team.
So Joseph Mitchell will do the punt. Low snap, hits the ground. He does a good job, Mitchell does, of getting the punt away, and it's a high kick. Takes a Trojans bounce, and the ball is down at about the 42-yard line by number 54, Brad Olsov. So we'll take a short break. You're watching SEPQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by News Channel 20. Don't go away. Welcome back to SEPQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson calling the action from Maroa. Got a good one here, 14-10. Maroa-Forsyth leads Williamsville with 4:54 to go in the second quarter. And a good night for high school football weather-wise. So far, so good.
Yeah,
a little bit of a breeze, and
rain's held off.
So far, we'll keep it away. So 1st and 10 from the 43 for the Trojans. Ray with the handoff to Gregory, who's got some room, cross midfield to the 45 and down to the 45, and still on his feet, and finally tackled out of bounds, and a flag on the play. Gregory with a nice run, Adam.
You're either going to see I think you're going to see a face mask here on that flag.
And you are indeed correct. Face mask, so that's a big play.
Yep, another 15 yards.
There you see the handoff, so 4:45 to go in the second quarter. And right now we're going to take a short break. Oh, let's go to Brendan. I take that back. Let's go to Brendan. Brendan, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, it was actually during one of our commercial breaks, right after that failed two-point conversion from Maroa, Coach Joseph, he's known for his competitive streak. He was really giving an earful to the refs, saying he needed more time to talk to his team going into that play. Ended up getting a sideline warning. I saw one of the officials have to tell him to get off the field, threw the flag as a warning. Now, you only get one of those, so if that happens again, he'll cost his team some yards.
Thank you very much, Brendan, for that insight. We appreciate that.
Yeah, that's good to know. I did not see that flag come out. And that's big because you only get the one warning. You cannot be on the field past the sideline after that. So hopefully Coach Joseph can pay attention and not cost his team 5 yards.
So 2nd and 16 from the 38. Back to throw. Ray, complete, across the middle, inside the 10. And a nice catch there by Jackson Nelson, the senior. And they are inside, they being Maroa-Forsyth, inside the Shields red zone.
Kind of snuck behind the defenders there. They had a few guys kind of leveled out. I think he got a little lost in the secondary there by the bullets. Nobody could find him. Big play.
So 1st down from the 11. They can get a 1st down, Adam.
Yep.
Without scoring, so we'll see how it goes here for the home team. And there's Boleen with the keeper, and he goes down to the 5-yard line, almost to the 4, where he's finally brought down.
Yeah, he's been a change of pace. Not something we expected, but you know Maroa's going to have a good game plan to come out and kind of show some surprises here against this great Bullets team. He's almost kind of a wildcat back there. We're just primarily going to run the ball, but he can throw the ball too. He was a quarterback.
This time it's Tyler Ray at quarterback. Gregory to his right. And there's the handoff to Gregory, and Bullets read that one very well.
Yeah, a lot of penetration early. I'm not sure he got in. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage there.
So 3rd down. With 2:36 to go in the second quarter from Maroa. Tyler Ray, shotgun formation. Handoff to Gregory, who's going to right side, and he's going to make his way into the end zone. Touchdown! And that is a Young Security touchdown. touchdown, and another $50 donated to the St. Martin DePore Center. Thank you very much to Young Security, and a nice touchdown run by DeAndre Gregory.
Yeah, he kind of slow played that, let his lineman get out in front of him, read his blocks. Great job by the Trojan offense to get in the end zone.
And the fireworks going off here in Maroa, literally, for the touchdown. That makes it 20-10, pending the outcome of the extra point. And let's see how Maroa-Forsyth decides to play it, Adam.
It looks like they're going to go for 2 here. I don't see a kicker out there.
And are they going to think about it now? They may be rethinking, and they are going to call a timeout. So the Trojans call timeout with 2:21 to go in the second quarter. They want to talk about it, Adam.
Yep. And kind of an important one here. I'd be surprised if they go for 2, but maybe Coach Joseph just kind of thinks that way.
And time to take a look at our SEFCU Smile Cam. And a food cam, too. What the heck? But they got some smiles out there tonight. You see some folks wearing jackets, and we talked about a little bit of a breeze, and there are some of the young and young at heart watching the ball game tonight. Look at that. Smile. I'm on TV. The SEFCU Smile Cam. SEFCU, not a bank. Better. So, hey, text your friends. I'm on. Hey. The Smile Cam does the trick. 20-10 is our score. In case you just joined us, Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson, and we're enjoying the Smile Cam right now as the Trojans wanted to talk about whether they go for 1 point or the 2-point conversion after the touchdown run by DeAndre Gregory.
Looks like they are going to line up and go for 2. Really not hurt anything either way with a 10-point lead.
So back to throw and complete, and it works. They get the 2-point conversion, makes it 22-10. Maroa-Forsyth.
Yeah.
So Logan Alsup, number 17, with the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, no one accounted for him. He was out there by himself.
Good play there by Maroa-Forsyth, and Tyler Ray, hey, we got him.
You know, we talked about that being a key to the game. Tyler Ray needs to come out and play with a lot of confidence, not worry about the knee injury. Is that going to affect him? He's played very well tonight, and the change-up with Cameron Bowline, too, has really been helpful.
And tonight at 10:15 on ABC News Channel 20, get all of your local high school football highlights on News Channel 20's Friday Night Rivals Recap. And that's with Donnie Tillman and David Coy, and they do a great job, and look forward to seeing the highlights and scores and from all across Central Illinois tonight.
Yeah, starting to get scores coming in for you folks with the ScoreStream app. Start putting in other area scores if you're out there, if you're seeing them. At halftime, we'll try to give you an update of every game we can.
Tanner Falk with the kickoff for Maroa-Forsyth. So with 2:16 to go, and we'll see what the Bullets do, see if they can get back on the board and cut into that lead. They've got a couple
shot
of
there, the
timeouts.
drive, 6 plays, 57 yards. The big catch there to lead off the drive kind of changed it around.
Ferrier with the handoff to Franklin.
He's got some room.
To the 45, out to close to midfield. Pickup of about, and that's good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down.
It looks like they gave him about 11 yards. It was close, but it's what they need here on first down. Williamsville's done a great job on first down. Second down, they've been plagued with penalties. That'll kill any drive.
Go to Franklin again, and one of the players' helmets comes off for Maroa-Forsyth.
So once your helmet comes off, you do have to sit out a play. So he'll have to come out, get his helmet back on, and then get back out there.
Bullets have 2 timeouts remaining. Check that. All 3 timeouts remaining here in the first half. And Justice Ferrier has the play from the sidelines. There's the pitch to Franklin, who's on the right side and cuts back to the left. Down to about the 43-yard line is Jace Franklin.
This will be a big third down upcoming. We'll see what Williamsville does here. It looks like they've taken a timeout. Maybe they want to talk about it a little bit.
With 1:18 to go in the second quarter, trailing by 12.
Just a simple little pitch out to Franklin. Maroa's doing a better job of staying in their tackling lanes and not giving Franklin anywhere to cut back to. And that's really been a key from the second quarter moving on. They've made a few adjustments.
Good ball game here tonight in Maroa. In case you just joined us, Williamsville struck first with a touchdown. They led 7-0, and the Trojans have bounced back. And an onside kick recovered by Williamsville early. They couldn't take advantage of it, and we talked about that could be a key play in this game, a key drive. They weren't able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and then the fumble by Justice Ferrier has really turned the tide for this Trojan offense. They really didn't feel like they were moving the ball very well. Then they've had a short field, and now they've just been rolling. And
then we take a look at the Sangamo conference standings. And, Athens, we talked about them starting out 2-0. Maroa-Forsyth and Williamsville, of course, playing tonight. North Mac off to a great start. And then Auburn and Pleasant Plains both really need a win tonight. We'll see how that game goes. So
Pleasant Plains was up 7 last time I checked. So
there's a completion and push back. Wow, is Joseph Mitchell, but forward progress. That is good, I believe, for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down as they move the chains. You see Joseph Mitchell.
Good job knowing just he needed to get 3 yards. He got it. Moving on to a new set of downs.
Clock continues to run, as does Franklin, who breaks loose and finally is brought down at about the 21-yard line is Jace Franklin, and that is good for another Brant Professional Agriculture first down.
He was one guy away from turning that into a touchdown run. Just slips through the line here on the replay. Great job by Aaron Inda to open field tackle Jace Franklin. Easier said than done.
Franklin again with the carry. Down to about the 16-yard line, close to the 15. We're inside less than a minute to go in the first half. And a timeout for the Williamsville Bullets. They have one left.
Yep. Good job to get on the line, get the play in quickly. Now it's second and short. I would imagine you're playing for a first down. They have, again, Adam Clark, who's shown he can put a leg into it here tonight. But if you're Williamsville, you definitely want to come off the field with points here before halftime. Maroa comes out with the football to start the second half, so you want to cut this lead down a little bit and kind of build some momentum.
I think I saw a shot a second ago of a bear or something like that, and that means something's coming up at halftime. There it is again, I think, isn't it?
I hope everybody's getting stretched out there in the crowd.
One lucky person. There's the Chick-fil-A Eat Mo Chicken.
Chick-fil-A cow getting some cheerleading pointers, it looks like.
All right, and why not? All right, 57 seconds to go. 2nd and 5 from the 17. Ferrier pitches to Franklin, trying to stay on his feet. Back to probably about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
and the Bullets hurry up.
Maybe a yard here.
40 seconds to go. Clock continues to move. Ferrier looks in the end zone. Got him. Oh! Incomplete. Pass was broken up. Intended receiver was T.J. Ader. And there we see the replay, Adam.
Yep, great job by Hayden Mitchell. Just a sophomore to really didn't give Ader any room to the sideline. Kind of fought off the pass, too. Jump ball. Justice Ferrier's taking some chances here tonight. Let's hope it doesn't cost him here moving forward.
So we saw a field goal earlier. Bullets going to try this one. Looks like, wait a minute. Timeout?
Yep. Going to try the ice the kicker technique here. Looks like Maroa took a timeout.
So with 31 seconds to go, Trojans leading 22-10. This will be spot at the 17, 27, close to what the other field goal was. which was successful, but it looks like a 34-yarder for Adam Clark.
So this is big. Again, like I said, you want to get some points, build off the momentum. You're coming out on defense to start the second half. So
see some of the fans enjoying the action and certainly enjoying bringing it to you. And tonight at 10:15 on ABC, get all of your local high school football highlights on News Channel 20's Friday Night Rivals recap with David Coy and Donnie Tillman. Looking forward to that. So here we go. Clark will attempt the 34-yard field goal. Snap is down. Kick is up. It's long enough, and it is good. So for the second time tonight, Adam Clark with a successful field goal, and it is a 22-13 ball game with 26 seconds to go in the first half. And you see Clark, good leg on that one as well.
Yeah, good snap, good hold. Great job by Adam Clark. Again, you don't see a lot of kickers who can do that at small school football. So, as a coach, you're happy that you came away with points, but you can't be exchanging 6 points for 3 points here on the way out. Maroa's too good of a team to let you keep getting away with just field goals. You got to start scoring some touchdowns if you're Williamsville.
So, battle of the unbeatens early on in the season, both looking for win number 3, and they're both ranked in their respective classes. And we've talked about the Sangamo Conference being so tough this year, and it is, especially the top half of the conference, the way it stands right now. And there you see the recap. Clark with a 34-yard field goal on that scoring drive.
Yeah, and I would say, I think the top half is Sangamo super strong. Even the bottom half, New Berlin, Coach Campardo will be the first one to tell you they should have probably beat North Mac last week. Pittsfield has played everybody tough. I know the score is not maybe shown that, but if you ask these other coaches, Pittsfield's been hard-fought wins, and Porter's just had the injury bug, so that's tough over at Petersburg.
Fielded by Inda, and brings it out about the 15-yard line. So Aaron Inda, the 5'10", 165-pound junior, with the return for the Trojans. 21 seconds to go. And let's see if they decide to take a knee and go in to halftime with a 9-point lead. And want to let you know we've got some highlights and scores coming up at halftime on the halftime report tonight here from Maroa.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to take a knee here. You can't blame them. You got the lead. You're getting the football back. No reason to take a chance.
So as time winds down here in the first half, Maroa-Forsyth leads the Williamsville Bullets 22-13. And right now we're going to go down to Brendan Cullerton, I believe, on the side. Not quite. Okay, not yet. Yep, we're ready for Brendan. All right, Brendan, what do you have? Who do you have for us?
Coach Joseph's here. It took your offense a little while to get going. In the second quarter, you obviously scored 22. What changed?
I think we had a little nerve starting out. They had a nice drive to get started. Onside kicked. We fumbled it around and dropped it, gave them good field position, and then I think we settled down and started playing Trojan football.
Nerves understandable. You're playing a good team. One of their best players, Justice Franklin. You told me he was one of your keys. How do you think you did against him?
I thought he ran the ball as good as advertised, and if we don't do a better job in that, he's going to have a ton of yards in the second half.
All right, before I let you go, can we expect anything different in the second half or more of the same out of your offense?
Hopefully we can keep moving the ball, throw the ball when we want to, and we got to get our run game going a little better.
All right, thanks, Coach. Back to you guys up in the booth.
Thank you, Brendan, very much for that interview with the Maroa-Forsyth coach. Gotta like that, leading by 9. We'll be back with scores and highlights from Maroa. You're watching SEFCU's Friday Night Rivals, CW23. Back in just a minute. And you're watching the Friendly Chevrolet halftime show on Friday Night Rivals. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson in Maroa, where the home team, the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, lead the Williamsville Bullets 22-13. And earlier today, SEFCU presented Maroa-Forsyth High School with a $500 donation to say thank you for hosting tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup. SEFCU will make a $500 donation to each Friday Night Rivals host school throughout the season for use for their general fund. SEFCU is proud to support our communities, our schools, and our students with Friday Night Rivals. All right. And I want to let you know that throughout this Friday Night Rivals season, our friends at SEFCU will recognize an exceptional senior student athlete from each participating school with a plaque presentation prior to each game. This week's SEFCU Scholar athletes are from Williamsville, Jonathan Ray Bartlett. Jonathan has a 3.86 grade point average and is a team captain for the Bullets football team in his senior year. Jonathan says he's been volunteering with his church since he was 12 and that he plans on majoring in chemical engineering while he continues playing football in college. And from Maroa-Forsyth, Connor Ailts. Connor has a 5.0 grade point average and is senior captain for the Trojans football team in his junior year. Connor is also a member of National Honor Society, has made the honor roll 12 times, and has volunteered for a variety of organizations such as Toys for Tots and Decatur Memorial Hospital. These students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season, courtesy of SEFCU. SEFCU is proud to support and encourage exceptional student athletes across Central Illinois. Congratulations to both of these week's SEFCU Scholar athletes. And our plaques and trophies this season are provided by K&R Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. I want to thank them very much, K&R Tomahawk Awards and Trophies, for helping us out this Friday Night Rivals this season. So we're going to take a short break. Back with more on the Friendly Chevrolet Halftime Report from Maroa. Don't go away. Welcome back to the halftime show here, presented by Friendly Chevrolet. You're watching SEFCU's Friday Night Rivals. We're at halftime in Maroa, and right now we're going to go down to Brendan Cullerton. Brendan?
Guys, here with Maroa-Forsyth principal Bryce Stewart. Now, obviously, football team pretty successful this year. You've got some other successful sports teams.
We do. Our volleyball team is off to a real good start. We've had a lot of success over the last few years. Cross country's doing well. Our golf team's doing well. We've got soccer going on. It's just a busy time around here in all schools, but really doing well. Also got a lot of really good programs with our academics that's doing well. Our WISE team was state champions this past year. Scholastic Bowl teams had a lot of success, so real proud of all of our kids.
Right, and obviously more than just football at these schools, a lot of academics. Here also with the athletic director, Adam Euchre for Williamsville. You guys take academics seriously as well?
Yeah, we like to say, we have a tradition of excellence, obviously, in athletics, but academics as well. One of the things we're really proud of is last school year, 15 of our varsity teams were named IHSA all-academic teams, which is a 3.0 GPA or higher for the teams as a whole, so it's a really proud achievement.
All right, thanks, guys. Back to you, Adam and Paul.
All right, thank you very much, Brendan. We appreciate that. You're watching the Friendly Chevrolet Halftime Report. 22-13, the Trojans over the Bullets at halftime here in Maroa. We'll take a short break, and we come back. We'll have the 40-yard challenge. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us, everybody. Welcome back to the Friday Night Rivals Friendly Chevrolet Halftime Report. The Williamsville Bullets trail the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans 22-13. Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson calling the action here. We're at halftime. And, Adam, it's been a good game, 35 points scored in the first half. We look at some of the highlights. There's Jace Franklin taking off on that 55-yard touchdown run in the first quarter of the opening drive.
Yeah, he started us off with a bang, and then, Williamsville comes out next drive, gets an onside kick. Didn't turn into any points. And then Cameron Boline's kind of been the change of pace here for Maroa. He's put together some big plays for them. I really think the Maroa offense started to click. Coach Joseph's talk about them having nerves there in the beginning, and he's probably right. It's a big stage. It feels like a playoff game, but it's been very back and forth. It'll be a great second half.
Yeah, a couple of field goals in the first half by Adam Clark for Williamsville. We talked about him. Not every high school has a kicker like Adam Clark, and that's great. And there you see DeAndre Gregory take one in for the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans.
Yeah, he's been the go-to guy here for Coach Joseph. He usually tries to run a few running backs at teams, but I've always had the feeling that Gregory could be his special back, and he's really shown it here tonight.
And there's Adam Clark with his second of 2 field goals so far on the night. Cuts the lead, makes it the 22-13 game, and that's where we stand at halftime here in Maroa. So we've got some stats to show you. You see the Bullets on rushing, incredible, their yards, 167 against the Trojans, 69, 55 of those yards coming on that one play, the run by Jace Franklin.
Yeah, in the passing totals, Williamsville's actually given up a few big plays through the air, and I think Justice Ferrier has taken a few chances on some throws, and they've missed some balls there, but time of possession, I think, kind of shows that Williamsville has been in control of this game, but turnovers and penalties have really killed their drives and led to them being down by 9.
Yeah, and the total yards, just a difference of 20, so not a big significant factor there at this point, at least through one half. So you're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals. This is the Friendly Chevrolet halftime report from Maroa, and you see the Maroa-Forsyth band, marching band on the field, and we're enjoying this action, and the weather is still hanging on, and hopefully it will for another hour or so, or at least a couple of quarters. How's that, Adam?
Yeah, just the change of I got a text that down in Mount Zion it had been pouring down there, so just we're only about 30-40 miles from Mount Zion, so we're riding a fine line of rain or no rain, so hopefully it holds off for us.
And we're hoping so too. We've got a good crowd here. The Maroa-Forsyth faithful out in full force tonight, and Williamsville has brought a good contingent of fans with them, as they always do, the Bullets. And we've got some other scores from across the area. These are not finals.
Yeah, all second quarter or halftime scores.
Yeah, so Athens leading Riverton 42-0. The Hawks looking for their first win, just having a hard time. Rochester all over Southeast High School. I'm really surprised, not that Rochester has 44, but that Southeast hasn't scored, because everybody knows the Spartans' offense is really pretty powerful.
I was at Rochester last week. They said the defense is for real this year. They're really starting to show it. Pleasant Plains-Auburn, we do have an update. That game is now 14-13, Pleasant Plains at the start of the third quarter. New Berlin all over Porta. Coach Compardo looks like he's going to get his first win as a head coach, so congrats out to him.
Sacred Heart Griffin over Lincoln, 62-0. That's no surprise there. Glenwood all over Lanphier, 49-0, playing that game at Chatham Glenwood Middle School because of grub infestation. And Springfield High, 14-7 over Decatur MacArthur. We talked about this in the pregame show, Adam, with Donnie and David and yourself. Springfield High, I said the Senators, it's a must-win. I really think it is, because the next 4 weeks they've got a tough schedule, including Southeast they'll have to play. So still some time left, certainly, in that ball game.
Yeah, and MacArthur, they're 0-2, but they're a good team. They've been competitive in both games against Eisenhower. Ken Leonard couldn't say enough about the Brummett brothers in their game last week against Sacred Heart Griffin. So we'll be keeping an eye on that one. That is a big game tonight, too. Central State A Conference is just as tough. It's no easy game any week, kind of like the Sangamo that we've had.
No doubt about it. We've got a few other scores we can read to you. Adam, go ahead. What do you have?
Another one that we were keeping an eye on was Eisenhower and Jacksonville. Jacksonville's up by 3, 27-24 at halftime. Shout out to Coach Wagers. Hopefully he's feeling better here and can start getting back on the sideline for the Panthers.
And there we take a look at Jace Franklin, the outstanding back for the Williamsville Bullets. 18 carries, 137 yards in the first half. He was a big player last week on Friday Night Rivals as the Bullets got by Auburn by a touchdown, and that was a good game in Williamsville. So Jace Franklin, we talked about him in the pregame, and we've talked about him. They've talked about him all week, and he's the real deal. He's a good ball player for Williamsville.
Yeah, some college coach is going to be very happy if he can get Jace Franklin to come to his school. I think he's a special player. He's a great kid. I've gotten to know him. He's a good student as well. And I think a lot more schools are going to start to take notice as he puts some stats on the board moving forward in the season.
Right now, we're going to go down to the sidelines, and Brendan Cullerton. Brendan?
We're about to do that 40-yard challenge. I've got Amanda Daniels here with me. You're here as a spectator now, but you did go here as a student.
I did, yes. I graduated from here in 1999.
And what brings you back?
My son's a football player now. Go number 55.
All right, well, you're going to do some kicking on the field today. Good luck. Have at it.
And this is our friendly Chevrolet 40-yard challenge. Here's what has to happen, everybody. If Amanda Daniels can kick that ball through the uprights, a 40-yard field goal, and it lands in the back of the truck and stays in the back of the 2016 Chevy Silverado, Amanda Daniels will win it. So here we go.
She's lining it up. She's got good sneakers on. We are on turf, so that could help too. Let's see what she's got here.
All right. She is concentrating. Amanda Daniels. Here's the kick, and it is short. It is short. But how about a round of applause for Amanda Daniels, and a good try there, trying to win a 2016 Chevy Silverado, courtesy of Friendly Chevrolet. And good job, Amanda. Good job for trying. Not a lot of people would do that. So that's excellent. And she wants to see her son, of course, the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans win this football game tonight. But the Williamsville Bullets have a lot to say. We've got a lot of time left, Adam.
Yeah, she gave it a good effort there.
All right.
I'm ready for some second-half football action.
All right, Adam. Then we'll have it for you when we come back. We'll take a short break. You're watching the Friendly Chevrolet Halftime Report on CEFCU's Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Down to Brendan Cullerton on the sidelines we go. Brendan.
Guys, here with Williamsville coach Aaron Kuntz. Now, you had some success running the ball, but it's a two-score game. What can we expect to see differently here?
We got to get touchdowns. I mean, we're settling for field goals again. That's not going to win us the game. We got to make some big plays on defense. We've got to mix up our coverage a little bit more and keep them from getting the big play.
Some turnovers, penalties, that was kind of a problem for you guys. Can we expect to see that cleaned up?
Well, I hope. I mean, the penalties are way lopsided, and we've talked to them. We see what's going on. But, yeah, it's got to get cleaned up or we're in big trouble.
All right, thanks,
okay,
Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Brendan, and appreciate that. And Coach Aaron Kuntz of the Williamsville Bullets giving us some insight as to his thoughts on the ball game. So, you can't have penalties. Everybody knows that. And turnovers almost always come back to hurt you.
Yeah, and like I said before half, if you're Williamsville, you're happy that you're getting 3 points, but you can't keep settling for 3 points. You got to turn field goals into touchdowns, because he knows just as well as I do, this Trojan team is good. I mean, you folks at home have seen it here in this first half. If you're spotting them 6 for 3, you're never going to win that battle. So let's hope the Bullets have got this figured out. Sounds like both teams are going to make a few changes in their game plan, and that's what football's about. It's about making adjustments at halftime.
So we're just about set for the second half kickoff here.
Maroa showing off the new black jerseys and found out that first time they've worn them here. Looking sharp out there.
And they will receive, they being Maroa-Forsyth. And you see telling the players where to go.
Yeah, I think Maroa's still a little nervous because of that first half onside kick, so I think they're preparing for that, maybe giving up their return yardage on it, but this offense has done a great job moving the football since they've kind of settled down.
So 22-13, Maroa-Forsyth leads Williamsville as we open the second half here in Maroa. Adam Clark will kick off for Williamsville. He has 2 field goals tonight for the Bullets. And there's the kick. Touched and fumbled, and luckily jumps on it at about the 10. So Maroa-Forsyth back deep in their own territory after the bobbled.
Yeah, Tristan Trent, number 20, flying down the field for the Bullets. Almost turned that into a huge play to open up the second half.
Dawson Roberts, number 2, with the recovery for Maroa-Forsyth. So we'll see what Tyler Ray, the quarterback of Maroa-Forsyth, can do, actually.
Cameron Bowline starting here in the second
we'll
half.
See what happens. Bowline back to throw. Looking, got a man, and it's caught at about the 40-yard line. So just like that, Aaron Inda with the catch, the junior. And so Maroa-Forsyth not wasting any time, going deep.
Yeah. Folks at home, Cameron Bowline is a backup quarterback, so he can throw the football. He's not just out there to run it. That's what they want you to think. Great job by Coach Jostis. And just like that, Coach Kuntz talked about they got to take away the big plays in the pass game, and they're coming right back out and giving them up.
And that was a Casey's General Store first down for the Trojans. You see Tyler Ray with the incompletion there on first down from the 42-yard line. So Maroa-Forsyth mixing things up to start the second half.
Yeah, coming out. They still got the momentum. Quick change of field position there. Now they're in, a territory they want to be at, not with their backs against the wall.
Here's Gregory with the ball, and he is met by a host of Williamsville Bullets and stacked up at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, number 5, Zach Dillard. He is one of the better linebackers for the Bullet defense. Came up and made a huge tackle on DeAndre Gregory.
Bring up 3rd and 11 for Maroa-Forsyth.
Coach Joseph talked about getting the run game going a little bit better. I mean, they've had a lot of success throwing the football. They might actually go back to just airing it out a little bit. Auburn did have success, too, against this Bullet defense last week.
Ray, in the reverse. And Inda comes this way, and he's got some room. He's to midfield, to the 45, to the 40, down at about the 39-yard line is Aaron Inda. A little bit of a trick play there.
Yeah, great job. Great call by Coach Joseph on 3rd and long. Just a simple flip back to the receiver coming and sneaking behind everybody. Datavian Woodson took a bad angle right there and gave up the outside, something you can't do on defense.
That's a Casey's General Store first down. Ray goes back to the air, incomplete. Went to the slot, couldn't quite hang on to it, was Logan Alsop.
Yeah, good break up there by Cade Beckett. It looked like they've caught the Bullet defense on their heels a little bit right there. They weren't even set for that play, and might have got lucky there. Alsop catches that. He might be going a long ways.
He is a big player, 6'2", 205. Logan Alsop. Back to throw is Ray. And was that ball tipped? Incomplete.
I think it was.
Might have been tipped.
It tipped a little bit there at the line of scrimmage. Looking for Alsop. He's a big target for Ray. And he's more like a tight end. But in this Trojan offense, you got to be able to split out sometimes, maybe play more like a receiver. They've put him in the backfield a little bit too. He's a really good all-around player.
So 3rd and 10 from the Williamsville 40. Tyler Ray, DeAndre Gregory in the backfield. There's the pitch. And pick up maybe couple, maybe 3.
Let's see what Coach Joseph
Logan
here, if he elects to punt or if he decides to go for it. Bowline is the punter, so you can't always be sure that he is going to kick it. But that's a big confidence boost for the Williamsville Bullets. They have not done a good job on 3rd down getting off the field.
4th and 8, and the Bullets don't have anybody back to field the punt. Maybe just in case. And Bowline will fake the punt and go for it. Oh, and intended receiver on the play was Grant Wells.
Yeah,
Weiss. Sorry, check that. Grant Weiss.
Not sure that was a called fake, or maybe he thought he had an opening, so he did it. A lot of confusion there, but good job by Williamsville not to fall for any kind of trickeration.
Yeah,
and now they have good field position here, starting their first drive.
Bullets will start on their own 38. Ferrier with the handoff. Franklin to the 41, pickup of 3. 137 yards
137 yards
in the first half for him on the ground. Jace Franklin.
another thing that I'm sure Williams was not happy about is they gave him the ball 18 times. You know, you don't want to wear him down, but you got to go with what works, and he's worked very well here tonight.
There's the fake. Ferrier on the keep. Picks up a couple there.
And that's something Maroa can be happy about. They have not let Justice Ferrier get going in the run game at all either. He pulled off some big runs against Auburn last week. He is very capable of breaking it open. Just hasn't had enough room to really do anything.
Ferrier back to throw. Looking. He's got Franklin wide open at the 45 to the 40, 35, 30, and down at about the 28-yard line is Jace Franklin. Adam, he was wide open.
Yeah, just snuck out of the backfield. Nobody accounted for him. That's what happens when you, again, play that man-to-man defense. You're taking chances.
And that is good for a Casey's General Store. First down. So they will move the chains.
Sneaks out here, and none of the linebackers saw him come out. Maybe that's something the Bullets saw at halftime and now are going to attack.
This time he's on the ground. Franklin is, and picks up a couple.
Austin Walker there for the Trojan defensive line did a great job of getting in there and penetrating and not letting Jace get room once he had the football handed to him.
So 2nd and 9, we'll call it, from the 28-yard line. Ferrier going to keep it. Now to about the line of scrimmage, so nothing there.
Yeah, again, number 54, Austin Walker running that one down from the backside. 2 big plays by the senior, 5'7", 200 pounds. You know, that's something both teams had talked about. Maroa maybe not has the size that Williamsville or Auburn or Pleasant Plains might have, but they've got speed all across the board.
3rd and 9. Ferrier back to throw. Got a man at the 10, complete inside the 10-yard line. And Kenton Baskett says, I've got a first down, and he does have a Casey's General Store first down and then some.
Yeah, great job by Baskett to get open. That's a big 3rd down play.
And they are inside the Shields red zone, of course. So 1st and goal from the 8 for the Bullets. Ferrier on the keeper, barrels his way, and I thought he was going to get in. He's a little short there.
Yeah, but
down
again,
at about the 1, but
he tried to outstretch it.
Way, yeah.
You got to start taking care of that football. All it takes is a Maroa defender just to punch it right out. To see at the end of the play. I know he's trying to do everything he can to get his team back in it, but you can't turn the ball over.
And there he is, Jace Franklin, right side, and he's in for the touchdown. So that is a Young's Security touchdown and another $50 donated.
Good job here. Just a simple, he's just going to outrun him.
To St. Martin de Porres, so thanks to Young Security.
Simple run there. Jace Franklin having a heck of a night already, and we're still 7 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
So 22-19. And who will attempt the extra point? Adam Clark for the Bullets. And the kick is up, and it is good.
He shows a lot of composure for a high school kicker. I'm just amazed. Kudos to Adam Clark.
So Maroa-Forsyth leads 22-20. The Bullets just strike. More action coming up in the 3rd quarter. Back in just a minute. Stay with us. Well, welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson calling the action from Maroa. And it's time for us to take a look at our SEFCU Smile Cam. And there it is, SEFCU, not a bank. Better on a little bit of a breezy night here in Maroa, but other than that, it is outstanding.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful night for football. You know, a little nervous all week with listening to Joe Crane and Cheryl Lemke and Thomas Patrick. You never knew what you're going to get.
Even the sports guys, Donnie Tillman and David Coy, weren't sure what to think about the weather. We weren't either, Adam, of course.
You know,
but
we were getting gale force winds during the Pepsi pregame show.
Incredible.
Now it's beautiful out here.
So Adam Clark will do the kicking as the Bullets give the ball back to the Trojans. And fielded at about the 24-yard line. And out to about the 40-yard line for the Trojans is Dawson Roberts. So the junior with a good return for the home team, and with 7:22 to go and a 2-point lead, that's where Tyler Ray and the Trojans will pick things up. You see Jace Franklin scored there with a 1-yard TD run set up by that big pass play where he was open and ran for a big gain. Back to throw is Ray. Oh, fumble! Pressured by the defense and jumped on alertly and wisely is one of the offensive linemen for Maroa-Forsyth. So a big save there, Adam.
Yeah, that's big time. That swings the game back. The Williamsville sideline is still fired up even though you didn't get the turnover. And that's a tough play for any quarterback. I've said it a few times here this season, and I'm not a huge fan of it. And it's nothing against these coaches. Just asking a kid to roll to his left and then throw it with his right hand, that's not easy for Peyton Manning or Tom Brady to do.
2nd and 22 for Tyler Ray. And there's the handoff and out to about the 35-yard line, and checked that was not Tyler Ray. That was Bowline.
They're running them in and out here, folks. It's
they
been
are.
a little, and they go at such a fast pace. It's been tough for
keep you guessing.
For us to, they're keeping us on our toes up here.
All right, 6:18 to go, third quarter, and it's Ray this time. Picked off at the 30 to the 25, down to the 22-yard line, and the Bullets defense comes up big there. Datavian Woodson, the 5'8", 160-pound junior, with the big INT there, Adam.
Sorry, folks. I saw Woodson break on that football late. I didn't think he was going to get there, and great job by number 3. I talked about his speed earlier, and you got to be careful. He read Tyler Ray perfectly right there and picked that football off. That's a big-time swing, and now the Bullets are in a short field.
1st and 10. The carry, Franklin, who's on his move to the 10-yard line. So we're into the Shields red zone, and that is good for a Casey's General Store first down.
This is what this.
And the Bullets aren't messing around, Adam. They're on the 11.
They sense this game.
They jumped.
They sense this game changing. They're going to hop on that momentum. They're going to try to right in the end zone, similar to what they did to Auburn late last week.
So 1st and 5 from the 6-yard line. The Bullets can get a first down without scoring. Ferrier is going to keep it himself. He's to the 5, to the 4, down to the goal line, almost in. Tries to stretch that ball again. We saw that earlier, but he's not in for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's making me nervous up here with stretching that football out. So I only wonder what Coach Coons and the Williamsville sideline's thinking. But, you got the luxury. Now you got 4 downs from the 1.
And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online, brought to you by Cast Cable. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. CW23TV.com.
Shot at Jackson Nelson there. Looks like he took a shot there on his shoulder, so hopefully he's okay and can get back in there.
After the Casey's General Store first down, it is who else? Justice Ferrier back in for the touchdown, and the Bullets have regained the lead, 26-22.
You had the big drive, and now the touchdown after the interception.
And that is good for a Young Security first touchdown. I want to thank Young Security for making another $50 donation to St. Martin de Porres, thanks to Young's Security. So 26-22 with 5:14 to go in the third quarter. We have got a dandy of a game here in Maroa.
So Williamsville's going to go for 2 here to make it a 6-point ball game. Really, if you go for an extra point, you're nothing really hurt.
Ferrier on the keeper, and he did not get in. So 26-22.
You want to make it a 6-point game there, so that's why you go for 2 and you don't elect to kick. But
all right, we'll take a short break.
All the momentum's with Williamsville.
We'll take a short break. When we come back, You're watching SEFCU's Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson in Maroa. 5:14 to go in the third quarter, and we have got a good ball game here. A lot of offense, a few trick plays. 26-22, Williamsville over Maroa-Forsyth. And there's the kickoff, and it's a good one back at the 5. Now to the 15 and brought down inside the 15. And, boy, the momentum has really, really shifted to Williamsville.
That Williamsville sideline is fired up right now. Coach Joseph needs to do something here to turn the tide, put a drive together, and get back on top here in the third quarter.
Only took the Bullets a minute and 8 to score after the interception. So they took advantage of the turnover, and Justice Ferrier with the 1-yard touchdown run.
So they're going to send Bowline out now. He is their more running-oriented quarterback, but like we saw earlier, he can throw the football.
So we'll see what the Trojans decide to do here with 5:07 to go in the third quarter.
It's like a little bit of confusion there with the Trojans on lining up.
There's a snap, and the keeper on the right side is Bowline out to about the 20-yard line. And we're going to go down the sidelines to Brendan Cullerton. Brendan, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, you saw number 34, Jackson Nelson, leave the field for the Trojans with what looked like an injury. I talked to the coaching staff. They say they checked him out. It's all good, just a stinger, so you will see him back in this game.
All right. Thank you very much, Brendan. Appreciate that. Back to action there on 2nd and 5 is DeAndre Gregory, and good for a Casey's General Store first down as they move the change. Coach Justice
getting fired up. He wants to keep it going. They want to snap the ball quickly, not let Williamsville get lined up.
1st and 10 from the 32. Gregory, near side, on his feet, out to about the 34-yard line.
Good job by Gregory to fight off number 52, DJ Moomaw right there. Moomaw had him at probably the line of scrimmage, maybe even in the backfield, but he's not easy to bring down with that stiff arm.
Make it 2nd and 4 from the 33-yard line. Bowline going to keep it himself. He's out to about the 41-yard line. Good pickup there. And the helmet, there it is.
Yep, helmet comes off.
So
we've seen it come off a few times here with Maroa. Hopefully they can get that situation figured out.
So Tyler Ray will come back in to quarterback. Back to throw is Ray. And it is incomplete.
Yeah, I think
hit the ground.
I think it hit the ground.
Grant Weiss, the intended receiver.
Great job by Weiss to play that off. Maybe give him an Academy Award, but that did hit the ground there before he caught it. You know, this is with Bowline coming in. I wouldn't say it's more of a demotion for Tyler Ray. It's just Coach Joseph sees something that's working. It's a little bit different than what Ray offers and what Bowline can do. And it's been working here for the Trojans.
So Bowline with the pitch. Left side. Got some room out to midfield. And across midfield is Jackson Nelson.
That shoulder must not be bothering him too much. He just put it down and plowed through a few white jerseys there.
And that is good for a Casey's General Store. First down.
Simple option play. They had it pretty well defended and just not doing a good job bringing them down.
1st and 10 from the 48. Fakes the handoff and keeps it. Bowline back to maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, the Bullets kind of read that one off the start, but not wrapping up and tackling has been kind of their sword to fall on here tonight. Making big hits and, falling into guys, but you got to wrap up. These are too good of players just to take down with a shoulder tackle.
So 2nd down and 9 from the 47. There's the pass, complete to the 45, to the 40-yard line. So a good completion there. Pick up for Jackson Nelson.
Yeah, it's a screen play. It's more like just an extended sweep out to Nelson. Just getting him out in space, get him on the edge. He's not easy to bring down.
Brings up 3rd and a couple, and Maroa-Forsyth making some player changes.
A few substitutions there. Need to make sure everybody knows what's going on here before big 3rd down right here.
Inside of 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Ray with the handoff. And nothing doing that time.
I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it. Be interesting to see if you're going to see maybe a kick. They faked the punt last time in this area. Looks like the Trojans are going to go for it.
So it's 4th and 2 from the 40 for Maroa-Forsyth. It does appear as if they're going for it. They do. Bowline keeps it. And no way.
Perfectly
he
by
is
the Bullet.
Stuffed by the Williamsville defense.
Bullet defensive line. Caden Wright read that one from the get-go. Shed his tackler. Wrapped up, made a good tackle on Bowline, and didn't let him stretch for that.
So another big play for Williamsville is they come out in the second half fired up, and they take over on downs.
If you're Maroa, you're not really hurt. You're giving up some field position, but got to take a chance there and trust your guys and swing this momentum back to your team.
Hand off to Franklin, who's met by, he gets away from some Maroa defenders, and this time goes the other way. Nothing doing there. Down at about the 35, so loss of 5 or so on the play.
Yeah, he kind of went from a loss of 6 to a long way to get a loss of 5. But that just shows the strength by Franklin right there.
So 45 seconds to go. Clock is running here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 14. Ferrier, low snap. He has to go back and get it, and does. Running, he's in trouble. Looking, going to keep it. Flag on the play, and Ferrier goes down at about the 36-yard line.
You're probably going to get a hold again. Good job by Ferrier just to pick up that football and get back to pretty much the line of scrimmage. He fumbled it again. I didn't see that on the replay. Get a good shot. He fumbled it again. He's got to take care of that football.
So Williamsville with the 4-point lead and the ball, in case you just joined us. They lead 26-22. Late in the 3rd. It is 2nd and 35. Do not adjust your screen. That is correct. 2nd and 35 for Williamsville.
Empty backfield here for the Bullets.
Ferrier looking to throw.
He's got a man
Goes
open deep.
Got it complete in midfield to the 45, the 40, down to the 30, and out of bounds at about the 21-yard line is Joseph Mitchell.
Great job by Joe Mitchell again. He got loose last week. He got loose again here against the Trojan defense. Good play by the Bullets.
And that is good for a Casey's General Store first down on the big pickup for Joseph Mitchell. the junior receiver. And the third quarter horn goes. So after 3 quarters of play, Kenton Basket and Williamsville and Joseph Mitchell, they say, hey, we're all right now. We're up by 4. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, it'll be the Bullets ball. But before we take a break, I want to let you know that, hey, don't miss exciting college football action on the American Sports Network tomorrow, beginning at noon. First up, Boston College battles UMass, followed by North Dakota at Bowling Green, and Georgia Southern faces South Alabama at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this Saturday, live on ASN. Check your local listings. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Back with fourth quarter action in a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson calling the action. The Williamsville Bullets leading the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans 26-22. We're ready to start the fourth quarter. And when we do, it's first down and 10 from the 21 for the Bullets, who are on the move again. Justice Ferrier back with a handoff to Franklin. Plows his way, still on his feet, down to about the 13-yard line.
Maroa got lucky there, too. They had a guy run off the field right before the ball was snapped. They had 12 guys out there on defense. Franklin, just a tough run. He's not going to give an inch.
And second down and 4. There's the handoff, and not much there. I want to mention a score along to you, an update. Pleasant Plains leads 24-15 at the start of the fourth quarter. Bit of a surprise. They lead Athens. Auburn. Check that. Auburn. It was Auburn last week.
Yeah,
yes.
No, that is definitely an upset score waiting to happen. Good job by Coach Woolworth and the Plains team to be in that game.
3rd and 3. Ferrier throws across the middle. Touchdown! And 6 points for T.J. Ader, the split end.
Great.
And want to thank Young Security System for sponsoring that touchdown. Young Security, one of our touchdown sponsors all season long. Another $50 will go to a charity, and that will go to St. Martin de Porres this week.
Great job by Justice Ferrier. He's a catcher on the baseball team. Looks like he just threw out a runner at second base, put a lot of heat on that football.
32-22. Here's the extra point from Clark. It is up, and it is good. So it's 33-22 with 10:58 to go in the fourth quarter here in Maroa.
This second half has been all Williamsville, and I talked about it before the game. It was one of my keys. Depth and tempo, it was going to play a big part.
And you've got that right. So I think some of the crowd might be a little bit surprised here at the turn of events.
Yeah,
11 points, they're down. Plenty of time left, and Coach Aaron Coons, you see him on the sidelines, and now you see Maroa-Forsyth. It's starting to get a long week for Coach Yostis.
Yeah, been a long week. His dad's was fighting the illness for a while, so you know it's tough. But there's still, like you just said, there's a lot of football left to be played.
And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online, brought to you by Cass Cable. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. CW23TV.com. And a beautiful facility. We mentioned that a while ago. Beautiful facility here in Maroa.
Yeah, both communities have been great, with our stories and coverage through the week. Got to see Akila Davis get out there and be a cheerleader for the Bullets. So Evan Peterson might have to step up his game next week and see what happens.
And there you see, took the Bullets a minute 43. And Ader with the 14-yard touchdown reception. There's a kickoff. It's a good one from Clark. And the touchback. So Maroa-Forsyth will start with 10:58 to go in the fourth quarter, trailing by 11.
Yeah, need a big drive here, put together something to get back in this game, get a little momentum back in their side. It's gotten awfully, awfully quiet here on the Trojan sideline. Need to get your crowd back into it.
It really has quieted down a little bit, and I guess understandably so with the.
I mean, we have a packed house here too tonight.
A good crowd as always in Maroa, and we know some folks are probably home watching it, or if they didn't watch it, why not watching home? They're here and they DVR'd it. So, all right. Fakes the pass and on the keeper, and the Bullets read that play. Nothing doing for Tyler Ray.
Yeah, I feel like there's a little more pep in the Bullet step right now, and maybe it has to do with that depth and the tempo they have and not having a lot of guys go both ways and starting to wear down on the Trojans, kind of like they did to Auburn last week. And that's something that could really benefit these Bullets. They got a big one next week. Doesn't get any easier. They got to take on North Mac, who is one of the top teams in this Sangamo.
There's the throw and the completion at the 25-yard line. Logan Alsup with the catch. And Cade Beckett with the tackle.
Alsup, that big target. I'm sure Ray's going to look to him a little bit. He is one of the leaders on the team.
Ray back to throw again. Goes short. Incomplete.
Yeah, tough catch there, or tough attempt to catch there by Grant Weiss. There was a low ball. Ray had to put it where there wasn't a defender, so.
Brandon Cole, the defender.
You know, they kind of picked on Brandon Cole early in the game. He gave up a few big pass plays over his head. He's played a lot better here in the second half.
So brings up 4th and 4 from the 26. Punting situation for Maroa-Forsyth. And the Trojans do just that. Takes a Maroa bounce. So pretty good punt. Down at about the 32-yard line. And that's where the Bullets will start their next drive with 9:46 to go. So we're going to take a short break. When we come back, it'll be the Bullets with the ball leading by 11. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson calling the action. Williamsville and Maroa-Forsyth. And we want to thank SEFCU for sponsoring Friday Night Rivals this season. SEFCU, not a bank, better. And there's the pitch to Franklin. As we continue fourth quarter action, he's got some room on the right side and down at about the 42-yard line.
And look, you know, Williamsville runs that quick tempo, and they're going to still be quick to get up to the ball. Might see them maybe ease off the gas pedal a little bit, maybe run some clock. Got the lead, no need to be in a huge hurry. And when you got a back like Franklin, you have that luxury.
2nd and 2, high snap, drop by Ferrier, in trouble, and thrown for a big loss down at the 24-yard line. Just what Maroa-Forsyth needed, Adam.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered if you're a Trojan. Just kind of took his eye off the football on the snap. He's got to clean up these little bobbles and take care of the football. Now you go from third and at least 2 to now you're at 3rd and 12.
Clock continues to run in the fourth quarter. Back to throw. Ferrier going deep. And it is almost picked off.
Yeah, I think both guys had their hand on the football here. We'll get a good look at the replay. Good job by TJ Ader to kind of try to corral that one. But again, a mistake on 2nd down has really cost the Bullets another drive. And if you were Maroa, that's huge.
Yes.
You needed a stop right there.
They need a stop. They need a break. So punt formation for the Bullets. Bad snap. Gets the punt away. And down, let's see, about the 40-yard line. So good field position for Maroa-Forsyth with 8:23 to go in the fourth quarter. So, Adam, what do you expect here? Any?
I think if you're Maroa, you got to throw the football. I know Coach Joseph wanted to get his run game going. It hasn't worked here in the second half. The Bullet defense has really clamped down on DeAndre Gregory and Cameron Boline. I think you have to go to the air a little bit and see what you can do. They've had some success throwing the football here tonight.
Ray throws, complete. Out to about the 45-yard line is Grant Weiss, the 6'4", 175-pound senior.
It's a big, tall target at 6'4" out there.
2nd and 6 for the home team. Back to throw. Ray, complete. And across midfield to the 45-yard line, out of bounds, is Grant Weiss again. So he goes to the tall guy, tall receiver one more time. And that is good for a first down, and that is a Brant first down. Professional agriculture. Back to throw. Ooh, caught by Gregory down to the 40-yard line. So Maroa-Forsyth moving the ball. 7:33 to go.
That's what they need. Take, kind of medium-sized chunks each play. Not take a ton of time off the clock. Time is not your friend right now, being down 11.
Ray fakes. Now he's going to throw. Looking. Got his man complete at about the 28-yard line. Catch made by Jackson Nelson.
Good job by Nelson just to find a little crease there in the Williamsville defense. Sat down and really made sure that Tyler Ray could see him.
And that is good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Back to throw again and complete again. And down to about the 16-yard line. And the Trojans, Grant Weiss with the pickup there. And they are moving. And that is good for another Brant Professional Agriculture first down.
Yeah, they must have finally seen something on film. Talked about it on the sideline. They have a matchup that they like down here in the corner with Grant Weiss.
Blows. Trojans weren't wasting any time getting a...
I don't think everybody was set there.
Yeah.
Got a little too big of a hurry. That's what happens.
And not only do you need 2 scores, you need, of course, the 2-point conversion on one of them. But
and I would imagine Maroa is going to go for 2 the rest of the way. They haven't attempted a kick here yet.
So Ray fakes the pass, rolls left, throws now.
Oh,
and it is almost
close.
Intercepted by the Bullets.
Number 64, Dylan McCafferty. Don't see a lot of 60 numbers that deep in the secondary, but great job in the dropping off in coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 15 from the 22-yard line.
Just had it, let it slip through his hands.
Ray back to throw. Moving, rolling right. Looking, has time. And it is caught. It is complete. And a good catch by Grant Weiss. We've seen more of him on this drive than we have almost the entire game.
I think Ray's looked his way more now than he has for 3 quarters. But great job by Weiss to bring that one in. And good job by Tyler Ray to keep that play alive. Didn't have a lot of opening to really do anything there.
Ray throws, this time incomplete. The intended receiver was the running back, DeAndre Gregory.
That's a tough throw there for Tyler Ray. You're instructed just to catch the snap and throw it, whether you get the laces on your hand or not. So if you don't have a big hand, that's tough to just catch it and try to throw it out there. You're almost pushing it.
So 4th down and 5 from the 12. Big play in this game. Ray back to throw, looking, has time, rolls right, throws, and it is incomplete. The home crowd doesn't like that, but I think he was.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure he was in.
Of course, we have the advantage of replay. The officials do not. We'll check it out here. And it was a close play. He
definitely was. He definitely caught the football, but I'm not sure his feet were in bounds. Let's take
Here's
a look
another angle.
here.
Thank you, guys.
No, so the pylon is out of bounds, and it looked like his left foot was still in the white.
High school, you need one
just
foot.
Just need
high
one
school,
foot.
But didn't have it. So Williamsville takes over. Franklin with the ball. And a flag on the play. With 6:16 to go.
Great catch by Grant Weiss, though. You got two guys draped all over you, and he made a play there, but
Jace Franklin looks like it's saying it's against the Trojans, and looks like face mask, and it is. And I want to take this opportunity to thank all of our crew and statisticians and everybody for helping us out tonight. Appreciate them putting this together and all the stories we've seen this week on Fox, Illinois, and ABC News Channel 20. Williamsville leading 33-22, and they have the ball. 6 minutes to go. There's the handoff. Franklin, left side. Breaks tackles, breaking him still. Down and out at about the 45. That is good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down.
Yeah, Jace Franklin just putting this team on his back here tonight. He's been the spark plug for a lot of drives, and he is a great player. There's no other way to say it.
Want to let you know, everybody at home, that we'll be naming a player of the game and, of course, presenting the CEFCU Friday Night Rivals trophy at the end of the game. High snap, fakes it to Franklin and keeps it. Ferry does. Still on his feet. I don't know how, but he is, and he breaks it down to the 30, about the 31-yard line. So,
great job by Justice Ferrier. I had no idea. I thought he had been tackled, or he was kind of swallowed up in there, and he just came right out of the pile.
So that is good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down. We're going to go down to Brendan Cullerton on the sidelines. Brendan?
Guys, very reminiscent of last week when Williamsville gets that late lead, starts just running the ball, and you see the defense noticeably tired out there, just like Auburn was last week, with some players going both ways. Those 3-4 runs seem to become 7-8-yard runs, and then they break some big ones. We'll see if they can make them pass it.
Thank you, Brendan, very much. So with 5:47 to go, we'll take a quick break. Back with more on CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by News Channel 20, in just a moment. Don't go away. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson. We're in Maroa with 5:47 to go in the ball game. The Williamsville Bullets lead by 11 against the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, and there's Ferrier with another carry down to about the 26-yard line. And Adam, obviously another score here, if the Bullets were to get a field goal or a touchdown, would pretty much put this one out of reach. Not that it won't be difficult now, down 2 scores and needing a conversion, but
you're definitely fighting an uphill battle right now. Any kind of score here is just going to add a lot more difficulty onto it.
But Maroa-Forsyth does have 3 timeouts remaining. We'll see what the Bullets do here on 2nd and 3. There's the handoff to Franklin, who's had a good game again this week on Friday Night Rivals. He's down to the 20, and that is good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down. So
that is his 29th carry of the game, folks.
He is a workhorse. 185 yards, 2 touchdowns on the night. One of them was a 55-yard run in the first quarter. Handoff to Franklin, right side. Down to about the 15-yard line. And I'd give it to Franklin all day, too, at this point.
Yeah,
Adam.
I mean, he's carried this team tonight. He did a great job in the first half when not a lot of other things were working. You know Moreau was focused on stopping him, and that just shows what kind of player he is. big credit goes to that Williamsville offensive line, too. They've really cut down on the penalties, created more running lanes for Franklin and for Ferrier. Justice Ferrier's had a lot better second half.
2nd and 5. Ferrier's going to keep it himself. Right side. Trying to pick up a couple. And Maroa-Forsyth with a stop there. And, you know, our thoughts go out. We talked about in the pregame. It's been talked about on different newscasts throughout the week. But our thoughts and go out to David Root's family. Passed away earlier this week after a lengthy illness. And our thoughts go out to the entire Williamsville, Sherman community in Central Illinois for the loss of David Root, a great, great superintendent and a great, great individual.
Yep, I actually had the pleasure. I coached at Williamsville back in 2008 and 2009, and didn't get to interact with him a whole lot, but the few interactions I did have, he was super nice and just a great man, and it's a big loss for the community.
So another Brant Professional Agriculture first down for Williamsville with 3:22 to go.
That run there put Jace Franklin over 200 yards tonight.
Against Maroa-Forsyth.
Yeah, against a great defense. Great defense. Nothing short of a great game out of Franklin tonight.
The Bullets trying to add to that 11-point lead. 1st and goal from the 5.
205 yards to be exact is what Franklin is at right now. Thank you to our statisticians for all the updated info.
Appreciate their help tonight, as always. And Justice Ferrier taking his time, letting some more clock run off. 10 seconds on the play clock, and they'll let it run down a little bit more. So you see the game clock running, of course, as well. And Franklin inside the 5 to about the 3.
He's going to be tired tomorrow. Hopefully get some rest this weekend. They got another big game next week. Again, running the gauntlet of the big guns in the Sangamo. They come up with North Mac, who at last check had a big lead on Pittsfield.
And, Adam, we've got a big game tomorrow night. We do, the folks here at CW, and we'll be calling the action from Taylorville.
Yep, Rantoul and Taylorville.
Ferrier on the keeper, right side, going to reverse his field. Still in trouble and thrown for a loss on the play. So Rantoul will be at Taylorville tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. You can watch it right here live on CW23. And Saturday Night Rivals continues thanks to Hickory River Smokehouse and presented by Kirby Medical Center. And Jeb Odom, the former quarterback for Taylorville, and his team off to a good start this season.
Yeah, the defense is what everybody talks about. The Taylorville community makes those home games very special. They come out in full force. Their student section is amazing. Love doing games out at Taylorville. Really excited for it.
And TJ Ader, the 6'1 junior, came off the field limping. Hopefully he's okay. 1:42 left. Bullets in complete control of this game. And they let the clock run down and take a timeout with 1:35 to go, leading by 11 on 3rd and 7. 3rd and goal from the 7. And Adam, I don't think it's going to be a surprise when we announce the player of the game. We won't do that just yet, but big night for Jace Franklin. You got to give credit to his offensive line. He gave credit last week. We showed the game, did the Auburn-Williamsville game. It was a good matchup as well. And some heavy hearts on both teams, both communities, but the game has been, second half come down to Williamsville.
Been all Williamsville, and I really do think the luxury of their linemen not being don't have to go both ways. Jace Franklin, only an offensive player. A lot of their receivers are only one-way guys. That really lets you run that fast tempo, whereas Maroa's, a lot of their big players are playing both ways. They just don't have the luxury of having the kind of depth that Williamsville has. Paid off against Auburn. It's paid off here tonight. And I think that's something to watch as the Bullets keep getting better for the rest of the year.
Brendan Cullerton, let's go down to you on the sidelines. What do you have for us?
Well, guys, you keep talking about Jace Franklin. You had to see it coming if he was going to have a big game. I was talking to Coach Joseph before the game, and he flat out told me if Jace Franklin has a big game, they will lose. He did, and it looks like that's going to be the case because they're keen on him, and there's just at times nothing they can do.
And on the keeper there, thank you, Brendan. It's 1:31 to go. Brings up 4th down for Williamsville.
Looks like Maroa's going to take a timeout here before 4th down, and I would imagine we're going to see Adam Clark and the Bullet kick team out here.
I would think so, too.
Good job by Maroa, just blitzing there right up the middle. Know they got to stop that play before it gets started.
And we talked about Rantoul Taylorville just a little bit, Adam, and Tornadoes in a different conference.
Yeah, they're down in the Apollo, so Springfield area doesn't get to see them as much as they used to when they were in the Central State 8, the conference that Lincoln will be joining next year as well.
Last year for them in the Central State 8,
last year for them.
Yep. So,
but I think we're going to have a good ball game.
I think so, too.
Rantoul 0-2, but they've played in 2 tight games. Ira Jefferson does a good job with the program, and little known fact that I wasn't even sure of till we started doing some facts on the game. Rantoul offensive coordinator Mitch Wilson, former college football teammate of myself. So it'll be nice to see Mitch out there and see what he can do with the Eagles against that very, very good Tornado defense.
And we'll bring it to you live tomorrow night beginning at 7 o'clock right here on CW23. And some movement on the play.
You get a false start. Not how you want to start a.
So 5 yards.
Making it a little bit tougher. And now they are going to send out the kicking team.
Yes.
I was surprised to see the offense out there, but.
Figured they would, eat some clock maybe, or we're going to try to eat some more, run some more clock.
But this is for sure 2 scores. Maybe you can still tie it up, but not a whole lot of time here for Maroa to do much of anything.
Clark with a 33-yard attempt, and it is good. So Clark with a big night for the Bullets with his leg. A nice job.
I'll tell you what.
Field goal is good.
He has done a great job on kickoffs. He shows a lot of composure on these field goals with some pressure in his face.
36-22.
That's a definite difference maker.
You know, we talked again in the pregame on the Pepsi High School Football Preview Show tonight on here on the CW with Donnie and with David and yourself, and we had Alex on from the Decatur Herald Review and talked about it. I said, do you think it'll be high scoring? And it's been a fairly high scoring game. I thought it would be a little closer than this.
Yeah, you know, whatever Coach Coons and his staff did in the second half to make the adjustments, credit goes to them and to the Bullets. I thought they played a lot better. They cleaned up some of the penalties. Like Coach Coons said, they traded field goals for touchdowns, so to get 6 instead of 3. And it's been all Williamsville. Outscored Maroa here 23-0 in the second half. And this is a really, really good Maroa team. I expect them to play deep into November into the playoffs.
And you see the scoring drive numbers on that, and what stands out to me there, of course, is the 5 minutes and 43 seconds.
Yeah,
which
really
wore
down
for
some clock.
Forsyth, absolutely. So 36-22 with 1:26 to go. Bullets will kick. Adam Clark kicks it. The Trojans fielded at about the 11-yard line. Breaks a tackle and out to about the 15 or to the 20-yard line. For Maroa-Forsyth. Aaron Inda.
Update from Pleasant Plains. Auburn came back, wins 28-24 as a final in Pleasant Plains.
Wow, incredible game. We thought that would be close, but wow. So Auburn pulled it out?
Auburn
pulled
it out.
Moved to 2-1. And Plains falls to
So 1-2.
1-2 on the
Sangamo.
Okay.
Doesn't get it easier for them. They got to run through the top of the conference here coming up too.
Ray with the completion, and that is a loose ball, Adam, and it's recovered by the Bullets. They try the catch and pitch.
Yeah,
and
tried a
work.
little hook and ladder. DeAndre Gregory looked kind of lost to start that play. You're trying to do something and make somebody.
Gregory didn't look like he was.
Yeah, I think he was looking for a lower toss, and it kind of caught him off guard that it was so high. Just trying to do anything to get going. We saw that with Auburn at the end of the game with the kick return. And
so with 1:12 to go, it's all over but the shouting for Maroa-Forsyth. And again, I want to take this opportunity to thank the principal and athletic director and everybody associated with Maroa-Forsyth and Williamsville, but especially Maroa-Forsyth for being gracious host not only tonight but throughout the entire week, as the News Channel 20 news team has done several stories, and we've enjoyed watching them. And Jace Franklin is going to run it. They don't down it. They just give it to Franklin, and he gets out of bounds, which didn't really need to do, but nonetheless.
Good job by the Trojans just to maybe save themselves more time. They're not going to go down without a fight. That's not how these kids are taught to play the game. Coach Yost is going to do everything he can to.
So, first and goal from the 3 after the Brant Professional Agriculture first down. Inside a minute to go. The Williamsville fans certainly enjoying this one over a good Maroa-Forsyth football team. And there's Franklin scooting his way in for the touchdown. That is a Young Security touchdown, and another $50 donated to the St. Martin de Porres Center in Springfield. So thanks to Young Security for the sponsoring the touchdown and for the donation to St. Martin de Porres. I know they appreciate it. So 42-22. The Bullets lead Maroa-Forsyth.
Yeah,
they will move to 3-0. Williamsville will, and Maroa drops to 2-1. Or will drop to 2-1 with the loss.
I think this puts Williamsville in the driver's seat in the Sangamo Conference. Tough matchup, like I said earlier, against North Mac next week. Will also come into that 3-0. Ended the Bullets' Sangamo winning streak last year, so I know Williamsville wants to get that one back. It'll be a great game for those two, but we'll have a great game on Friday Night Rivals for you.
And Williamsville with the extra point leads now 43-22. 45 seconds to go in the ball game, and what do you know? The weather held out, at least over here. I'm not sure how things went in the Springfield area or over in Champaign, over not too far from there, but wonder how things went tonight. We'll find out on Friday Night Rivals recap in about a half hour or so, 25 minutes, 10:15 on ABC News Channel 20 with Donnie Tillman and David Coy, and they'll have all the action and scores as they always do. They do a great job and have their photographers out and working at full force. And again, I want to thank our crew for everything they do in the truck, the folks outside of the truck, and we've enjoyed bringing it to you. It's a lot of fun for us. High school football in Central Illinois, nothing quite like it.
Nope, nothing better. You don't get live football anywhere else in the state. Usually it's tape delayed. You folks get the luxury of seeing live games. We're super, super excited to bring you 9 games on Friday and now a bunch on Saturday this year.
So the kickoff, but there's a flag on the play. I want to guess it's offsides, Adam?
Yeah, I think
on
Williamsville got a little excited.
So we will, like I said, be naming our player of the game, and shortly in the presentation, of course, of the SEFCU Friday Night Rivals trophy.
No, you think about it.
Winning team.
Halftime score 22-13. Williamsville's been on a 30-0 run. Just
had you told me that at halftime, I'd have said you're crazy, Adam.
Yep, and I would agree with you.
So ball is picked up in the end zone and brought out. Down at about the 5-yard line is Dawson Roberts, the 5'9", 150-pound junior. And the Bullets know they've got this one wrapped up.
Yeah, Trojans have fought hard. They had the lead. They were playing well. Just some things didn't go their way in the second half. I think Williamsville came out and played a little bit better too.
Definitely.
Made some adjustments to what they were doing. And I think, again, the big interception by Datavian Woodson kind of slid a lot of air out of the sideline and got real quiet here on this Trojan side. But
Ray with the completion to Logan Alsop. We had a pretty decent night for Maroa-Forsyth, and might get one more play off before the horn sounds here in Maroa. There's a completion and pushed out of bounds at 12 seconds to go.
Little frustration there on Grant Weiss. He's had a big game. You don't want to see something bad happen here at the end.
Yeah, so.
And I understand, you have the lead, you're playing well, and then you find yourself down 21 points. It's tough. I've been there.
Ray back to throw. Complete to the 30 and brought down by about 3 bullets. Defenders. And that will do it. As time expires here in Maroa, the Williamsville Bullets move to 3-0 with the 43-22 win over Maroa-Forsyth. So back with more from Maroa in just a minute. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals presented by ABC News Channel 20. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals presented by ABC News Channel 20. Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson just completed tonight's game between the Williamsville Bullets and Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, 43-22. Williamsville stays unbeaten. They move to 3-0. Maroa-Forsyth drops to 2-1 with the loss. It was a good game. A lot of offense, obviously. 65 points, Adam, from here from Walter Boyd Field in Maroa, and the weather held out. It was a good night for high school football. So right now, we're going to send it down to Brendan Cullerton with our player of the game, brought to you by Midwest Rehab. Brendan, who is our player of the game?
Guys, our player of the game, same one for the second week in a row, Jace Franklin. So here you go. Now, I thought you had a good week last week. You ran for even more yards this week. What went well for you?
Same thing as last week. It was the line that gave it to me. Man, if they weren't making the holes, I wouldn't have the yards, so I got to give it to them.
Now, you compliment the line. You also ran through a lot of tackles. I mean, you're very determined out there. This was a big game for you guys. How was preparing this week? How do you feel it turned out?
I feel we prepared perfectly for the team. We scouted, and then we executed out there. What we did in practice is exactly what we did on the game field, and I can't be more happy for my team.
All right, thanks, Jace. We'll talk to the coach now. Now you guys had a deficit there at halftime. 30 unanswered points there in the second half. What went well for you? What'd you change?
That's one of the best halves of football I've seen our kids play ever. So it was impressive. And we got a lot of guys going one way, and I think they wore down a little bit, and we made plays.
All right, thanks, Coach. And for the second week in a row, you get the...
All right, so congratulations to the Williamsville Bullets. They get the CEFCU Champions Trophy. Congrats to them on an outstanding win here in Maroa. And I want to let you know, everybody, Adam, to tune in tomorrow night for Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center at 7 p.m. right here on CW23 as the Rantoul Eagles take on the Taylorville Tornadoes in Taylorville. Then next week, CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by News Channel 20, brings you Week 4. We'll head to Decatur as the MacArthur Generals take on the Jacksonville Crimsons. That's next Friday night at 7 right here on CW23. Final thoughts quickly, Adam?
The score I don't think is indicative to how close this game was. Williamsville, like Coach Coons just said, played the best half of football he's seen out of them, and I would agree with him. They came out like a different team in the second half, and I think they're in the driver's seat here in the Sangamo.
All right, thanks, Adam, and thanks to our crew. So long from Maroa. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow night on Saturday Night Rivals. See you.